Finally.
Haven't been racist in months.
Finally. Get to engage in some good old-fashioned racism. All right. So what I was thinking, because like the conjuration, the greater divination, and evocation being its opposition schools, that comes straight from second edition. Greater divination, that whole 4th level and up spells, that is straight from 2e. And I think the reason why they did that is because there's a lot of very important divination spells that you need as a wizard, such as identify. So they kind of just like, yeah, you know what? We're not going to penalize you for being unable to, or penalize you for doing your main job as a wizard, as a low-level wizard, is to just identify shit. So I kind of brought that in there. I'm thinking that what I can do is just give every school its own greater class of spells that they can't choose. So like abjuration, you would be opposed to transmutation and greater illusion. And then divination would be conjuration and greater necromancy. Enchantment would be necromancy and greater evocation, stuff like that.
Yeah, like one issue with conjuration in 5e is
there's not a lot of conjuration spells.
Yeah, at low level, it has absolutely nothing. There's like no shitty low level summon.
Yeah, that's gonna be the hardest thing for me, is making my own slate of spells, because right now we're just pulling everything for 5th edition.
I think we could grab some from Pathfinder and Pathfinder 2nd.
I do think that is something I was gonna do. I already pull things from 2nd edition, so like my my other spell sheet. Where is it? Is it the non-Black Bloom custom spells? No, that's.
Well, they did come out with the Final Fantasy 14 TT RPG.
I would
you can
look
steal
at those.
some ley lines.
I would look at those. I'm not too sure I like the general design of Final Fantasy 14 even as a game.
It's like, oh, fuck, I gotta put on my ley lines. Okay, I gotta put on the 6x6 grid. Everyone get on this ley line.
Bring out the sphere chart from Final Fantasy X. There you go. The custom common spells. So a lot of these are pulled from 2nd edition.
Actually,
and I think Koibu, a lot of those are actually just Koibu spells.
I think a really good way for spells would be like how Valulu has it, where she's trying to learn how to do anything through her book, instead of having to pick one every time you level up.
I mean, that's how wizards are generally supposed to go. You're given like a couple spells for free, but you have to still learn them. Like, so old school wizard, like even if you have a spell book, you still have to learn the spell first before you can actually use it. And then when you level up, you're like, okay, choose 2 spells. Do you learn it? You roll. No. You roll. No. Good luck. Next time.
Well, more like something where you're actually going on around on
like you have a quest of some sort too, right?
Yeah, trying to learn it. So
yeah,
like instead of I level up now, I'm gonna just pick this.
Yeah, like with Kelly, like you had
I
had spells available to you. You just had to feed her souls, and then she'd give you the spells that she remembered as she became stronger. And then Pervitin also had that blood book, the blood magic book.
But the blood book had all the spells there already. It's just that Pervitin didn't have all the power needed to actually.
I didn't understand. I couldn't read.
He also had to learn the book as well.
To bring the special schools up, should we also be giving him +1 spell of their school learned as well?
I think that should be a thing. I just haven't done it yet because I'm still running off of 5th edition spells. And
honestly, what I would say is you could legitimately just get rid of this stupid part with like 50% time and cost reduction.
No,
that is the stupid. No, because that's the stupidest thing in 5e is it incentivizes you to not learn your spells.
I mean, I'm pretty sure spell specialization in my wizard is incentivizing you to learn your own class spells.
Yeah, Raph. So why am I saying graph? Diamond. So what it is in base 5e with Wizard, what you get for choosing a school is half cost and faster learning of spells of your school, which means because you can learn spells and it costs money, it's better to not learn spells of your school so you can learn them for cheap.
Yeah, when you take them for free, that is. Because when you level up, you just get free spells. And I'm glad no one's actually played one of these 5th edition holdover wizards yet. And instead, we played a Sword Sage and a Blood Mage. Both of them hastily
Yeah, because
made.
not gonna lie, it's like looking at them, if those had flexible the current state there, and you could break the game instantly. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna play Divination Wizard, I'm gonna have 3 portents right off the bat.
God. I think you would still get that anyway, wouldn't you? Because it's
No, because they get the 3rd portent to like level 14.
Yeah, but what's a 3rd portent when you already have 2?
An extra chance to fuck the DM.
Whoa!
2 portents lucky and halfling lucky.
The one I was looking at was durable summons, but like it's good, but it's also very abusable.
I think Conjuration's really bad until you get to much later on in the game.
But it has the most flavorful ability. Make random shit.
I never understood that one, to be completely honest. Just because that shit disappears afterwards. What's the point? Like, oh hey, I have a bar of iron. It disappears in what, like an hour?
You can use it to do stuff like make a chair.
Yeah, but wouldn't that disappear anyway?
Yeah, after an hour. But until then, you have a chair and you can do things like, oh, I know what this key looks like, so I'm going to make the key.
I guess. There are things about Wizard that I feel are just too boringly magical. And I'd rather make it interestingly magical. But also my world is supposed to be... Magic's supposed to be new. So, that's a hard point for me to deal with. I should just do what my...
Rape Barian next, don't worry.
Just do what my company's game does and ban wizards from player play.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up.
We when it eventually gets out there, we have a system that's supposed to be like a companion system or a guild book. Yeah, exactly. Solve no wizards. It's just a rule. Players can't be wizards. Wizards don't exist. But then like half of our games is like, hey guys, this guy, you might be in a wizard's tower right now. Ooh, spooky.
Who hurt you?
Wizard
no
magic
one. I'm
wizard.
just a sadist.
This is Poppy. Years of Poppy watching casters get like prio on tier, on loot, on everything.
Welcome. You know
Poppy's
what?
like, I fucking hate these guys.
This raid should be nothing but warriors.
Yep. Poppy's like 300 swordsmen. Like Poppy would be a vanilla enjoyer if there was like more than a single button in vanilla.
Yep. I do love the warrior. That's why when you look at all the classes, you can see that fighter has the most subclasses. And I think the most interesting subclasses.
I'm making fucking Rapu Man as my barbarian for my next character.
Alright.
The fucking rape subclass.
Me and all these incredibly RAM-hungry Google Chrome sheets.
What you gotta do is you gotta wear the underwear of your victims. They have durability attached to them, so you can't wear the same one every time.
Are we all here? Are you alive, Harmu?
Yeah.
Alright, get into Foundry and we can get going. Oh, yeah, did you level up?
I did.
Did you finish your leveling up on your sheet?
No.
Well, you should probably get to doing that.
Yep.
Like
when I find my sheets.
Hey, Sov. This is our 13th game, and only 2 of my players have leveled up.
It's over.
Welcome.
Poppy hates us.
He really does.
I mean, you guys just happen to choose one of the most peaceful places in the world.
It's all political intrigue and like fucking
It's not working.
shenanigans.
Should have been a magic pebble man.
I should have been warrior with big sword.
Yeah, I should have dropped yourself over here in the dark marsh, or like maybe
That
even
wasn't a choice. You gave us
over
two
here in the
choices.
refuge. No, I said I gave you guys choices, and I said or any place else you think might be interesting.
I
didn't
said the
say
Tanan Wastes.
I didn't say choose Jin K. I didn't say that. I didn't say choose the Rose. But you guys thought that was interesting. So you're like, all right, let's all go to
That's
Jin
true.
K.
Hey, to be
Look,
fair,
The idea of like Creole giants really sounded cool to me. We are off the proverbial airboat now.
Yes, levels are purchased with in-game currency, which is purchased with real-world currency. So, we're doing the Mihoyo route. Every one experience is $1.
Oh my god, how do I get fucking Jane Doe and what's
How
her
do I
name?
how do I get rolls and lose my 50-50?
Well, you can get one reel for $1.
Real? We're getting reals? Kaiman? Get on?
No, I don't want to
If
do
you
vanilla
buy
anymore.
the daily check-in bundle, every time you show up, you get a half a roll.
I want my apologems already.
Yes, the pity rolls for levels. Can't believe I got fucking Soldier 11 instead of Chingy. I'm so mad. I just had to save for Bernice and Kaiser.
I haven't rolled ever since I got Ellen.
God, I spent all my polychromes on Juyen.
I want to press the rat.
Yes.
Sadly,
Pleased to meet you.
she's not fun, in my opinion. I'd rather have
Wait, Poppy,
Nekomata.
can we drop down real quick?
Yes. You guys chat amongst yourselves. Don't cheat and open the stream. Hello.
Damn, there is a secret there.
There is a secret of names, yes.
I want to do this quick, so I just want to ask what changes at level 2
What?
other than the obvious. What changes at level 2 other than like HP, a couple new
Your
proficiencies and
proficiencies?
stuff.
Um,
Okay, so at level 2 it's what is this thing?
so it's gonna be different because you have two classes, right?
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be like different for each shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
So at second level you get 2 weapon proficiencies. No, at second level you get 1 more weapon proficiency,
Okay.
and that's it for your fighter.
Okay.
You get your action surge for fighter, and I think you get a flexibility feat as well. Let me scroll all the way up. Yes, you get 1 flexible feat for fighter as well. So you get to choose from your choice of physical fitness, mantis, black belt, striker, or bear. And that's it for fighter. There's of course your HP roll. I'm not sure if you did that already.
Yeah,
Or-
I used the 6 plus 2.
Alright, cool. For barbarian, you get reckless attack and danger sense. You get 1 more weapon proficiency for your barbarian. And you do not get a flexible feat until you hit 3rd for barb.
Alright. Let's see. Barbarian.
Oh, but I'm not sure if you did this already. Because you chose the Forgotten class, you should have
Yeah, I get the flex
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
What did you choose
Okay.
for that, by the way?
Let me see. I think it was Void. Like the AoE one.
Yeah, okay. And I think that's it.
All right. So proficiencies work like
Like slots, purchases.
oh, I didn't. Okay. So it's oh, my barbarian sheet is not complete. Fuck.
Powerful procrastination.
Yeah. I mean, it's only missing like the proficiency part and the weapon, which is a Curse of Mara, which is a big horse killing sword.
Good old Sanoske's sword. That big silly sword from Roni Kenshin.
Yeah. Where the fuck are the swords or weapons? Weapon table. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure it's something absurd like 2d12 or 3d12.
Yeah, it's yep. That's what I wanted. It's like a tiny girl, like wielding a insane sword.
We're
3d10.
very anime here. Yeah, 3d10. 3d10 weighs 75 pounds. I'm pretty sure that's a bit too much. Size mod of H. Heavy, oversized,
Attack rate.
special, and
Is it
two-handed.
1-1?
Is what? Attack rate?
Yeah.
Yes. If anything, it might even be 1-2. Although if you're proficient, I guess it is just 1-1.
I am proficient, yeah.
Yeah.
So when does the specialization is like? I think there was a cap to how much proficiency you can get on weapons until level 3, I think.
You're capped at specialization. It just the specialization bonuses for multi-attack don't kick in until 3rd.
Oh, okay. So, but there is more after specialization.
Yes,
right?
there's mastery, high mastery, and grand mastery. I think you
Okay,
can
so
hit mastery at 7th level, or if you are a battle master. I'm not sure. It's one of the two. One of them gets capped by one or the other. It's because it gets
all right. So
wild.
with specialization, my to hit would be my strength plus what?
Your
Yeah.
strength plus your combat proficiency bonus.
I
What
don't
is
have a
that?
combat person. Is there?
Yeah, your base attack bonus. So with barbarian, I believe you're martial, so that's going to be your level -1. So your strength plus your base attack bonus plus the bonuses from being proficient or having specialty, which should be another +1, I think.
Is it +1? I mean, I'm spec'd since I have so many. I just use it on one weapon too.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the damage is higher than the hit bonus.
All right.
I need to migrate all my stuff off of Chrome onto Firefox. Are you specialization with your Curse of Mara as a barbarian, or are you proficient with it?
I'm spec'd into it with both. So it's a dagger when I'm a fighter, and it's or a throwing knife when I'm a fighter.
Well, you have two separate sets. So when it's when you're a fighter, are you specialized with it?
Yes.
When you're a barbarian, are you specialized with the horse killing sword?
Yes.
Okay, so then you get a +1 to hit from specialization and +2 to damage.
So to hit would be strength plus level -1 plus 1, right?
Yes, so you should have 6.
And damage would be strength plus spec.
Yes,
Okay.
so it would also be 6. Did you also take the average HP for your barbarian?
Yes.
All right. Anything else?
Something's wrong. I think I saved something that.
What'd you fuck up?
I remember one of my stats being like switched, but I don't have them in my sheets.
No,
I
I don't see
haven't
that
opened the
either.
barbarian one yet.
The old one, you have the same ability scores here. Or the
No,
one that you
yeah,
initially
but
sent me.
I think I remember switching them because of how barbarian AC works.
I mean, I see 18, 16, 15, 12, 11, 14. I think that sounds right for barbarian AC. Unless apathy changes it.
I think it does.
Might be charisma that you want something into?
No, I think I exchanged dexterity for wisdom somewhere. Yeah, I think in my barbarian form I had more wisdom.
I think that's because of saving throws that you want, because I don't think it changed. I don't think apathy changes barbarian AC. Barbarian AC is just Constitution. But whatever it may be, just make whatever choice it is, and just send me your sheet. Anything else you need to know or have questions? He's dead. Well. Hello?
Hello?
I don't know where Harry went.
Did he die?
Oh, he just dropped out of the channel. He's still online.
I'm assuming he's going Battle Master, right?
That's for you to find out and for me to not talk about.
That's so odd. My Discord is connected for a bit there.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, I'm finishing my things and sending it to you.
Right.
But it was switched. It's in the chat logs.
Whatever you want to change or need to change, go ahead and change it.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, indeed, it is classic Harmio. Last time we had one of those episodes of a show, a long-running show where the writers don't know what to do, so they just say, "Hey, let's write this thing," but all our actors are on vacation, so let's just write for one character. So we had ourselves an Isolte episode. That was our last game, right?
Is it?
I don't remember.
Yeah, it was the one where I operate on the things.
Yeah, okay.
It was an
yeah.
Isolte episode.
Yeah,
You know where our mentally special bard decided to eat the fucking evil shit.
He didn't decide to. He was prompted to.
That's another one, Marilla, where we have a whole recap episode with no new story at all. But we had some story. It was an interesting one where we watched Isolte operate on a bunch of animals to try and get a parasite out of them without, well, killing the creature. I think they killed two out of the 3 creatures. No, 2 out of the 4.
This is the one where... Isn't this Rowan's bizarre adventure with poison?
And Rowan decided to imbibe a toxin, which, killed 2 creatures almost instantaneously. He, however, is not so fragile. He just suffered a whole lot. And maybe he didn't recognize the fact that his healing factor decided to stop working for a bit, and then he took another gulp.
He was sipping on that fucking poison.
And then he took another gulp of the poison. This time rolling a critical failure on his constitution check, but thankfully, critical failures don't mean anything for my poison save system. Thank you, Koibu. He almost died. I'm just going to say it out there. Anybody but Rowan would have died taking this poison. Actually, you know what? As a matter of fact, everybody roll me a constitution check just so I could say how bad it is and throw a -10 onto that check.
Jesus.
Do we use our saving throw, or do we use just
Use
the
your modifier.
Wait, you said check though, not save.
Check.
Yeah, you said check.
I mean, use your score. My bad. So your score -10. All right, fuck you guys for rolling so high.
These are our highest rolls of the night. Don't worry, Poppy. You know how that goes. Like frivolous rolls, we knock it out of the park.
We're just
real shit.
Yeah, we're just we're just priming the rolls so I can fuck you guys later. So somehow you all rolled a 20. All right, except for Rowan, who hasn't rolled yet, but I'm sure he's gonna roll like a 35. But for each of you guys who made this roll, I think except for Isolte, you would have found yourself on the ground unconscious in pain. And now roll another constitution check just to see what happens with the next instance of poison.
Same roll?
Yes. Without the -10.
Without the minus?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so then you would take another instance of damage, and I think only Raph would have cleared it, so he would have survived this time.
I added the -10
Yeah.
on mine.
I did the calculation in my head, I'm good. So
Okay.
only Raph would have cleared the poison.
Wow,
Because-
I get another critical feeling.
The second roll of this poison, you need a 21 or higher to not keep going. But you guys also would have taken like a D4 each time. And you would also be unconscious, so it'd keep on rolling. No one would know what to do with you. You'd probably be dead. So, that was fun. Rowan, I don't think you've started healing again.
Tummy heart. I'm gonna stop streaming for several months now.
Yep. So, after all that, Isolte went and did surgery on 3 people. They're alive, as far as we know, as I think we've left to Lakeshore. And you guys are... We'll just put you back at the city gates in Lakeshore. You now have the alliance, friendship, debt of a... What was his name? Of a Hansel Toth Emhart Gramethorn. He is now on your side when it comes to trying to deal with your Pearson situation. However the heck you guys want to deal with that. I don't think anyone has a solid concrete plan, or I don't think you guys have come together to think of one.
Okay, I have a plan. We send Raph in. Raph pulls out his hand. Eldritch Blast.
So, killing him in open combat is one plan. I don't think you guys have actually sat down to talk about it.
Hey. We said anything about killing. We're talking about Raph using Eldritch Blast here. He's just gonna cause property damage.
I don't remember. I thought we did.
I think you guys all had different ideas, but no one actually came down with a plan.
The plan was just to deal with him peacefully.
I think right now the running plan is to just get him kicked out of Lakeshore and therefore kicked out of the Rose.
We're taking the political route.
Well, if you guys have anything you all want to talk about on the ride home, you guys could talk about it now. Otherwise, you're here at the gates of Lakeshore. What are you guys up to? I think it's noon.
Is my tummy hort still occurring?
God.
Your tummy doesn't hort, but the hort is not getting better.
Damn.
You can feel it. Your cells are not. They're not healing. They're not working like they used to.
I shrug it off and start drinking.
Good man. That's how we all handle our problems.
God damn it. I can't forget. I knew I was doing something important.
I mean, to be fair, it's just another form of poison.
In with the bad poison, out with the good poison.
This poison right here, makes me feel good, though.
I know, Raph, you had that scroll you've been working on. You've gotten a little bit of a... You got a little bit of a blurb out of it, as far as you can tell. Something about phase, a whole bunch of jumbled words within. Isolte, I'm not sure what your current goals are now. Rowan's current goals are probably to just drink. And Syl
I thought
is...
you were going to say not
empty.
die.
Same thing. If you're drinking, you ain't dead.
Oh yeah, I got a scroll of invisibility from the
That is also a
the
thing.
infiltrator.
Yes.
I wanted to study that.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Wait, did we already leave the camp again?
Yeah, we left at the end of that.
Yeah, you guys left towards Lakeshore at the end of last session.
On account of him trying to kill us, our budget's been doubled. Well, not our budget, our fee's been doubled. He owes us more.
Is there anything you want to do at the camp, Rowan, before you leave?
Yeah, I wanted more of that ichor.
More of the what?
No.
I wanted to grab some of that ichor.
Oh, the toxin?
Hey, if you could do this much to me, I'd hate to see what it would do to someone I hate.
I think I messed up my gain. Okay, here we go.
Oh no.
Grabbing my Yeti. Too hard. Sure. If you want to gather it, or if you want Isolte to gather it, one of you guys make a dexterity check. Imagine Isolte probably has the pouches, whatever she wants to do with them. Hers to choose. Actually, no. Isolte excised the pouches during the process, if I remember correctly. So she has 3 sacks of that toxin. So really, it's up to her to what she wants to do with them.
For it. He would have
Expertly.
excised those expertly, like a pufferfish gland would have gotten it.
You got the fugu.
Yeah, the fugu.
I'll say you have the pouches that Isolte... you guys have the pouches that Isolte collected. If Isolte relinquishes them to you, or at least one of them, I'll let that roll be a moving it into a new container without spilling and killing yourself. Or you accidentally, getting some on your fingers, and then when you go to eat or drink, you end up imbibing more of that toxin, killing yourself.
Jack off.
Well, that'd be bad for someone else if it came to it. Not sure if it'd be bad for you immediately. Remember, a toxin must be ingested. Doesn't mean much if it just enters your bloodstream.
Oh, so it's not like icy cold?
No. Alright. You guys good? Are we back at Lakeshore?
Yeah.
Alright. You guys are back at Lakeshore on a chilly day with some slight rain. What are y'all up to?
I want to go check on that scroll and finally like look at the invisibility scroll now that I'm back at the end.
Alright, you want to take a look at your invisibility scroll that you gathered from the halfling whose name I forget.
I forgot it too. I was hoping you remember.
Pretty sure it was a mundane name. Like Billy or Bob.
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob.
Can't be both.
Master of Illusion. Servant of the Dark One.
Man, the Dark One has some real fucked up servant names.
The Dark One doesn't name their servants.
Yeah, but I'm saying they have some real fucked up names.
Alright, so you want to go study that scroll. What are the rest of you doing?
Trying to drag Rowan so we can find his informant.
I'm writing in my notebook while Syl drags me that what the Ichor can do to my body.
Alright. Logging the his most recent encounter with an unusual drink. I guess we can call it that. It does count.
Yeah, he's literally just sitting on the ground being dragged around.
Yeah, I am completely engrossed in my note taking because this is great. Like, this hasn't happened yet.
Dear Diary, I finally found a poison that will allow me to be free of Kalulu's grasp.
Dear Diary,
He weighs like 30 pounds, so it's no
I
big
finally
deal.
found a way to free myself from this mortal coil.
Alas, my comrades have grown fond of me and will not allow me to kill myself.
Damn. Oh, better write about more Valulu.
It's actually that's all that keeps me from sipping on the fucking magic scissor, fucking Valulu, my beloved.
Alright, let's open these up in my Adobe Reader. Now I have the most up-to-date character sheets here.
Wait, now I need to do the fighter one again. I forgot to add something.
Just DM me what you added, and I'll add it myself. Alright. Okay. Okay. How did we study your thing?
I usually make Arcana check.
Alright. Go ahead and roll one of those.
Would I roll spellcrafting or would I roll Arcana? I forgot. I remember asking this, but I forgot.
I think spellcrafting will allow you to make the roll.
Okay.
And it's a quick check. We can hear the background music, right?
I'm not hearing anything right now.
It's just very quiet.
I hear something faint.
Do you hear it
All right, now. Yeah.
Is it too loud?
I think it's okay.
All right. I'll just let you guys adjust use your volume controls, and I'll just play these at 100%. All right. That is not a very good check. You're studying the invisibility scroll, right?
Yeah, I want to see. I'm not gonna try and like rip the spell from it yet to learn it. I'm just trying to see what I can find out.
I mean, it's different. It's weird. You were never one for studying the magical language, and this is probably your first real time trying to do it on your own without the help of a tutor back in the academy.
I was a bit of a diversity hire with the black one.
Just so you know, you can always multi-class into a wizard if that is your desire.
Does he have the intelligence for it?
I don't
I
enforce
might.
those.
Yeah, no, I definitely have the intelligence for multi-classing. I'm pretty sure. But I might actually, considering what I'm up to and what the black one's task is.
Yeah, but what happens if you multi-class into wizard? You incur the GM's wrath of wizard hating.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't like warlocks either. I think all cloth wearers are on Poppy's list.
I already had so
He's
many
a
shit
wizard.
warlocks in WPSG.
He's a wizist.
Missing Avenine.
She's right there.
Where?
No, a few doors up in Weeb London. Actually, what's the new name? Very Wide London.
What's the new name of the server today?
All right. Syl, Rowan, you guys are going to look for Esker.
Yeah.
Yarp.
All right. It's
Pay
midday.
no mind to the man being dragged around like a nut job.
Where do you drag Rowan to, Syl? Are you going to the last place you saw him?
Exactly.
All right. You find yourself into a bar. It's noon. People are probably here having their lunch. Maybe laborers are probably having their break time lunch. Do you remember what Esker looks like?
Not a fucking clue. Rowan does, though.
Rowan,
Yeah.
you look about the room. You don't see Esker. Actually, I should probably roll a few things for our Western friend.
Damn, Sil. That sucks.
Wow.
Where's Esker?
I don't know.
Assassinated in the time we were gone.
Did Esker not tell you anything about where he is?
Nah, usually is here.
I will note that it's only been... Actually, it's been a couple days. A few days.
You know, if anyone in this bar speaks common, maybe you could ask them where Esker is. If they've seen Esker, maybe something happened to him.
Where are my other dice? Bring out my
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, if he associates with you, I mean, you tried to kill yourself, so he
That-
might have succeeded.
You know what? You deserve to hear my song.
I would play the song of my people.
I flagged down the tavern master, barkeep. I'm like, I am haggard. I'm sweating all over. I look like shit.
I like that he's sweating when he hasn't done anything. He's just been dragged.
He's septic.
Hey, dying is a very difficult process, I'll have you know.
Actually, no. It's all the sweat from drinking as much as he can.
Yes, the Dick Masterson morning time drinking affliction. Just get sweatier and sweatier every beer you get into. The guy sees you. He looks at you. Oh, friend, you look a bit drug in the dirt. Are you all right?
I give him a thumbs up.
Are you here to play again?
I give him a thumbs up. Hell yeah, brother.
Well, do not let me hold you back. You tend to
Please
have
hold me back.
a very good response from the crowd.
Let's go. I go. I get my ukulele. And I get on stage.
All right.
Someone's just gonna hold her hands over her ears, try to block them out.
All right. Sylvan, go ahead and make a perception check, I guess, with ears.
Oh God!
Oh, Rowan, go ahead and make a performance check. With a minus 4.
That's not good. I wanted a 1.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to block things out when you're an elf. Granted, you're a lop-ear elf, so you don't even have the better hearing. Right? You are lop-eared.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I point to Syl. This is for you, Syl. I sing my
Flip him the
common,
bird.
my common and dwarven song.
Flip him the bird.
You hear it perfectly, Sylvan. The vibrant sonata or rock ballad of of Rowan's I don't speak the local language, so I'm gonna speak foreign languages in a jobbled up nonsense song. Sounds great. The patrons seem to enjoy it. They don't give you any complaints.
Lakeshore Ranch 2.
Ah, yes. A new addition to the the album of Blank Ranch songs. How many naked elves are here this time?
28.
28 naked elves at Lakeshore Ranch. 56 knife ears waiting to be something. You get a bit of a reaction from the crowd, but you don't see Esker. You don't see you're not being flagged down by your friend, the Western elf.
Not seeing anyone actually reacting to it. Just saying, what the fuck is he saying?
Yeah, I mean, like I said last time, it's kind of like when you listen to Ramstein for the first time as a kid. You have no idea what they're saying. You have no idea that this really cool sounding song is a song about marriage.
That's like you roll only the one that's about marriage. The rest are like about sex and other just heinous acts.
Until you get late into their, or maybe not, late into their discography, where you have I have a dicka, you have a pussy, where it's real blatant and in English.
Did you ever hear Dick a Tittin'? That was the fucking fat tit song. That was like, well, it translates like, it's like, I know I don't care about personality. I don't care about looks. I don't care about giant knockers.
That is my anthem.
I'll have to send it to you.
Yeah, no one flags you down. Everyone seems to just be having a good time. Most of the people here are from the Rose. No one seems to understand common here. Probably except for the barkeep who has been speaking to you in common before, but he pays it no mind. He's like, I don't get what these Western elves are all about, but the people here like it. Oh, but you're... What is the white vine slur for you non-white vine elves?
Heavy breathing.
Was it Chiley?
Hecking Wilos.
Whoa!
The hard eye.
Nope. You don't find Esker. Nobody really seems to stand out in this crowd.
Oh no, he's dead.
Wai Chi. There we go.
Yeah, Wilo.
You don't see your Wai Chi. Your fellow Wai Chi in this crowd.
Damn, that sucks. Honestly, Rowan doesn't really know what to do right now because he just goes along with the plan. Like, Isolte never told him anything what to do. Still hasn't told him anything. He doesn't even know why he's looking for Esker.
Just making your own path as you usually do. Yeah, you all got the same game plan, and it doesn't intertwine that much. Isolta, what are you up to as you make it back to Lakeshore?
Alright, I'm gonna go to Anne and give her one of the ichor thingies
Mm-hmm.
and just tell her about it, and then I'm gonna go do something else. I don't know.
All right. On receives the ichor. You tell her about it. Any specifics or just what has happened?
Yeah, what happened to our guy?
So will he be on our side from now on when it comes forward with the plan to remove Pearson?
Yeah.
Very good. She will take the ichor pouch and she'll slide it into a little glass bottle. I will see if anybody knows more about this. I'm sure there are many questions that need to be answered about these creatures. But for right now, that is not our business. Do you have any further plans, young mistress?
For now, I'm just thinking how to deal with that dude, and that should be it. After that, I'm going back to Jinke.
Of course. Gives you a bow and goes back to her business.
I nod and go to my room.
Alright. Sil and Rowan, how long do you guys stick around at the bar?
I don't know, until someone picks me up.
Syl just left when he started singing.
So I
Just
guess
turned the bird and walked out the door.
he is not getting picked up and he is not scared. He keeps on going.
Alright.
Syl's just leaning on a wall outside waiting for people to leave and... Well, she can't understand them. Waiting for people when they're leaving to no longer hear him.
How long do you continue to play, Rowan?
I don't see Syl, so I continue playing.
Alright. How long does this go on for, you two?
As long as Syl doesn't come inside and pick me up.
Unstoppable autism.
Still has 16 wisdom, so that's one hell of a willpower.
Meets an unmovable stubbornness. Alright. For every half hour that you're here, Rowan, I want you to make me another performance check. And the amount of performance checks you're going to be making, I guess, is up to Silwyn. Or Sil.
Syl's also just waiting to see if Esker comes by.
Alright. Well, I mean, again, I don't know how long you guys are going to stay here.
It depends. How much money am I making?
Money? Question mark?
Every once in a
The
while, you
people
get a
love
copper
him.
and a silver thrown your way.
What are you
The-
talking about? The people here love him and his like babble.
The initial half hour, you get like 6 coppers, and then your next half hour, you make a whole silver. Uh, 3 silver.
Nice.
Keep forgetting about my inflation.
Oh my god, inflation and Poppy Quest, bros.
1 gold is now 100 silver. Right, yeah. Keep playing. Silwyn, you're hanging out here in the front. You don't see Esker. However, you do see a handful of people who seem to be of a higher esteem, probably on the level of nobility, passing by.
And well, do they look like the nobility from here or nobility from the west?
More western. One of them, there is a man who is head to toe in metal armor.
Well, note it down in memory, but don't follow because it would be a bad idea to get kind of lost here.
Yeah, there's like 6 of them. You see one guy in
That too.
pretty nice, sort of that like reddish velvet kind of doublet, gilded with gold. Another one doesn't look so fine, looks more like a servant of some sort. The guy in full metal armor, head to toe, full plate set, let's say. He doesn't have a weapon on him. Well, he doesn't have a large weapon on him. He has an arming sword, but it's kind of small. On the smaller end of an arming sword. And then the rest of them are kind of just a mix mash of other nobles. There's a woman. There's a younger guy, maybe in his teens. They pass by. Say another half hour passes. Go ahead and make another performance check. As Syl sits out here on the patio, a gentle drizzle. People don't seem as responsive of your new song, of your new playlist. You don't get too much coin passed your way. Jeez. Syl.
Hello.
At this point, you start to notice that there seems to be a bit of a rise of guards walking around. It is the usual lakeshore trio of guards each time you see one pass through. It's a white vine guard, a black bloom guard, and a graythorn guard.
Is it like a? Does it seem like they're patrolling or that they're like searching or moving towards a set location?
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh God, why? Apparently, so smart today.
Yeah. You're on your toes. You've never really seen...
It's that seething hatred of Rowan's music forcing her to focus.
You never really seem to have seen guards in this town look like they're on alert for whatever reason. These guys also kind of look like that. But I will give you this for free with that check. The white vine of each trio seems to be much more alert. As if they're looking around, as if they're scanning people and places, but they're trying to avoid making it look like they're doing so.
And since they're a white vine, it's more likely that they're actually looking for a white vine.
Mm-hmm. Who knows? Do you continue to stand sentry out here? Well,
Yeah, and just make a note if they're all like going the same direction. Like if it's a patrol or, seems like they're going in a specific area.
See how many groups you see. You see about 4 groups during that time period, and they don't seem to be going in a specific area. They just kind of seem to be one walks down the street this way, the other one walks up the street that way. One group just came out of an alleyway. It's not. It doesn't seem like it's set in stone. It just seems like there's a sudden increase of guards walking around, and they all have the same demeanor.
Interesting.
The Graythorn and the Black Bloom just seem to be doing their thing, while the White Vine seems to be on alert, but trying to avoid looking like they're on alert. One more time. Let's have another performance check out of you, Rowan. All right.
Yeah.
Mr. 52, as you're playing this new set of songs, yeah, you seem to get the attention of the crowd again. And they seem to be enjoying it, not just, having their drink and ignoring you. Now they just seem to be like, yeah, I know this one's nice. I like this one. This one's like the first one. 8 copper, 5 silver. And let's see. I will throw the question back towards Raph and Isolte. Are you guys doing anything now that a couple hours have passed in town?
No.
Since I fucked up, I'm just gonna go back out and like see what everybody else is doing.
Right.
See if I can find Isolte and see what the plan is.
I imagine you went back to the inn.
Yeah, that's where I went to go check on.
Yeah.
Or that's where I went to go do the studying.
As you start walking around, you will see Silwyn out on a porch in front of a tavern. Probably like 3 buildings down.
Just head down, just in defeat.
Does Syl notice him?
Yeah,
I'm looking
you
for
can't
Isolte,
not
though.
notice it. He's a giant.
Well, you never know. Maybe he's trying to blend in. Maybe he's a mini giant.
Sir?
He's the
Yeah,
tallest
that's
giant.
right. That's right. There's those necklaces I need to go look for as well.
He's one of the tallest giants around at the upper limits of their height.
That's what I was hired for. The black one was like, what if we got this like fuck huge dude and like had him as like a mascot?
Yeah, you're the DEI hire.
I'll take offense to that, so.
Thank you for being a giant, sir.
But
Here's your award.
Syl will try to wave down Raph when he's walking by. If he looks in this direction.
Oh, he does notice you.
I will walk over and see what Sylvan's doing. Why, long face, little elf?
He's singing.
I can hear
About-
that.
Yeah, I wish I didn't. Have you noticed that there's a lot of guards right now?
I don't pay them much mind.
The White Vine guards in specific with them seem like they're looking for someone.
I haven't heard anything. Isolte might know something. I was gonna ask her what the plan was, considering we secured the assistance of those Graythorns to help in the removal of our problems, sir.
What if they're looking for Isolte?
We walked through the gate not a couple hours ago. I imagine they would have grabbed her there if they were planning on grabbing her. Well, somebody else.
Well, Isolte was in the carriage.
That
And
is true.
And
However,
it's only sort of recent that they've started to kind of like intensify their searches.
if you'll recall, the description for people to be looked for was me and my slave elves. And I am still a free man, as you can see. I'll like hold up my giant hands to Sylvan's face.
You did pass by
Yes,
a group
you
of
have
guards
the
walking out to
hands.
Silwyn, and then another group has passed by since you guys started this conversation. And also, every time you guys come to Lakeshore, you know, you're greeted by a trio of guards, and everyone kind of just, you know, they try to get an eye on everyone who's passing through, even if they're in a carriage. I also will give you this, Raph. You do know that the policing here in Lakeshore, it's set up in a way that they want to preserve the peace at all times, even if something might be happening. And it's very
Well, if you see
rare for
Isolte,
Lakeshore
tell
to
her
have the
to
alarm bells ring.
keep an eye out.
That's what I'm looking for currently. Good luck with Rowendal. Y'all two have fun.
What are you doing? We were looking for Esker, but he's not here right now.
That's a bit odd. Rowan seemed to be able to find that man no matter what. I'm out to look for a sultan. Like I said, just curious what the next steps here were.
I think I'll go with you. It's more enjoyable than waiting on him.
Suit yourself, but you will have to go find Mr. Rowendal should he get himself incapacitated.
Hey, Ron, why don't you
make
give us
it
a
sound
quick
like that's hard.
lick of what you're singing right now? What are these two here?
Oh, I'm trying to think of.
Where are your friends? Where are my friends?
Stand by me.
we went to totally opposite areas.
Alright. So, do you guys leave this tavern to leave Rowan to his business?
Yeah,
I
he's literally singing "Stand by Me" right now. He's like, he has nothing left. He doesn't even want to think about what the hell he wants to write now.
Right?
Honestly, he in the back of his mind, he's still waiting for Syl to pick him up.
Well, what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna continue. I don't remember where fucking Isolte was staying, so I'm just kind of gonna wander around.
Alright. Raph, you will go to Wanderbout Town. Syl, do you join him?
Yep.
Alright. Y'all wander about town. You'll notice that there are still those patrols, I will call them, about. And is there a direction that you like to wander? Is there a...
Fuck no.
No? You just going randomly?
I'm just wandering about.
Hmm? Give me a luck check.
It's just D100, right?
Yes. D100, below 50 is good.
Oh my lord.
Also, while we're walking, can still keep an eye on the guards.
Sure. Wisdom, intelligence, insight. Either of those three would be good for this situation.
For Syl,
Yes.
wisdom.
Okay. They seem to be taking the same patterns as before. The Graythorn and the Black Bloom are, you know, walking about like guards would do, while the White Vines are looking about, scanning faces, scanning people. Every once in a while, a white vine might actually just stop and take a look at someone, but they keep on going.
Now, are any of them paying attention to Raph?
No, not that you can surmise.
Well, that's good.
I mean, everyone might take a pay attention to Raph because he is a giant, a very tall giant in this town.
I'm a big boy.
And
Okay,
you,
people looking at him because they're going, what the? Because they're trying to look for him, not looking at him because he's dummy huge.
that's the only thing that you get is that they they are looking at him because he is a big man. You don't see a lot of giants. You haven't seen a lot of giants at all. I want to say maybe you still have seen maybe like 3 giants since your time in the Rose. Mostly in Carverstead.
Man, fuck giants, yo.
Whoa.
All my homies hate giants.
Yes, well the
Poppy's giants are based though. They're not evil.
Black Bloom clan has all the giants in the Aldean coalition. There's not a lot of them, and most of them keep towards the coast. There's probably something that you know as well, Raph. As you're wandering about and you're paying attention to things, so when you hear a tss, hey,
So we'll look in the direction it's coming from.
you'll see by a stack of crates in an alleyway, Esker. As he tries to avoid being seen wholly. And it peeks his head out.
Still-
Hey! Wait, gee, come
Still
on.
will slip off from Raph without, drawing attention to her. Letting Raph know so Raph doesn't draw attention to Esker. And
Do I
then-
notice the loss of my elf slave?
How do you notify him?
I'm still not even telling Raph.
What the fuck? My elf
What, do you
slave.
think she's smart enough to let him know?
Syl make a stealth and Raph make a perception.
Where the fuck's my perception? There it is. I'm proficient? I might not be the smartest giant, but I'm a perceptive giant. Maybe I'm not a perceptive giant. I'll take that back there.
You both lose the roll.
Hold up now.
Yeah, but we're
Hold
doing
up now.
but we're doing comparative to each other in this case.
Sure. But in this case, it's kind of... How would that work? In a contested test of strength, both of you end up in a situation that's either the same or worse off than you both were.
Active search versus sneak, so he's actively searching, so it's meet beat to detect.
I think
If we're
you
going
don't-
by traditional rules.
You don't notice immediately, but you'll notice that Syl has slipped off somewhere. You're no longer walking alongside Syl.
Goddamn elf.
You no longer notice the spur of her. My God, I forgot the song. The spurs that
What?
jingle, jingle, jingle.
Oh lord.
You no longer notice them.
It's the money that jingle jangle jingles.
Shut up! I haven't played New Vegas in like 10 years.
So much coin, it jingle jangles. Syl, you
I thought
approach.
it's I've got spurs that jingle, 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 jingle.
Got so much money, jingle jangles. You approach Esker. He's like, "Aye, glad to see you here. Have you noticed all the people about?"
The White Vine guards seem like they're looking for someone.
Aye, they're looking for me, I think. Had a run-in with one of them boys. You know, the fellows that our friend has had me following. One of them got a little
The
frisky.
Velador nobles.
Hit me right in the face, and he'll turn his face to you, and you'll see a big old bruise just below his eye. Bit of a
Looks like we
tussle.
got you pretty good.
No,
Did you win?
it ain't fun. No, I just ran. Wouldn't want to be caught here. I am still a foreigner. I need to lay low for just a bit.
Did you find anything out about the people we're looking for?
Well, did you guys have him try to follow Pearson or the other guy?
Other guy.
Remember.
The other guy.
Yeah, because we already know where Pearson is. He's not very important to the thing, but the other guy was the one that actually gave us the quest.
Right.
Yeah, and he's the one that we're wanting to deal with first.
Well, the Williams fella, he sticks to Pearson quite a bit, especially when Pearson gets more up in a tizzy about his wife to be and all. But, he slips out every once in a while from his court.
Someone let out a laugh when he mentions B.
But he slips off every once in a while.
Any idea where he goes when he slips?
Once or twice he slipped off to a tavern on the south side of town. There was one time that he left the actual skate. I couldn't follow him any further. That'd just bring attention to me.
So you're thinking we should send Rowan in there and have him sing?
Maybe. It's a bit of a rougher joint. It's one of the taverns that they set up for foreigners, really, or mercenary adventurer types.
I've seen the man half disemboweled by a bear and then he's fine the next day. I'm pretty sure he could take a beating or two from some drunks.
That feller. You sure?
Yeah, he might look like he weighs 5 pounds, but he can take a punch.
Well, if he wants to monitor that place, that'd probably be the best. As for going outside of town, I'm not entirely sure what you could do for that. Unless you want to have an encounter with him, but I'm not sure how often he actually leaves town. I only followed him for a few days. I got caught up with him in this morning. His escort, one of the knights that travels with him. This one put this on me.
Knight in full armor, has an arming sword.
No.
Has. Have you noticed that knight? Full armor, and he's traveling with, looks like some Western nobles in some fancy red doublets.
Just sounds like a Western noble to me. We got a few of them around this time of year. When everyone's trying to open up business for the season. Could be nothing.
So it seems like our options for dealing with him is going to be go to the house or hope he comes to the bar.
Well, I mean, I'm not sure what you and your group tend to do, but getting eyes in that bar might be the best idea right now. But if these
And what about you? Where are you going to hang low in case we need to get in contact with you?
well, if people are looking for me, if they keep looking for me for a day or two, then I'm probably gonna slip out to Safe End. Maybe
We'll make sure to let Rowan know he's missed your companionship.
is he out there singing right now?
For hours.
Well, good on him. Me, I'm gonna go find one of them taverns for outlanders and see if I can just lay low there till nighttime. But
I'll be sure to let Rowan know.
tell him it's a pleasure doing business and to watch for the tall guy who doesn't wear a breastplate. He has a mighty right hook.
Do you know which tavern it was exactly?
Yeah, he'll give you directions. And it is a tavern called Outlander's Stead. It's not very subtle. And a lot of the people there are foreign, so if Rowan's going to be doing some singing, he needs to get some proper words. They're all going to understand common there.
He'll be fine with his current words, let's be honest.
Oh no.
He's very subtle.
I'm going to see if I can find myself to safety. Dylan? Miss Sill?
Stay safe, Esker.
He'll crawl out from behind these crates and he'll go down the other side of the alleyway. Right. But what do you do?
Sill's gonna try to head to find. We'll go back to the tavern Rowan was at and regrettably see if he's still singing.
Rowan, give me a performance check.
Thank you, Ron.
Fantastic playing.
He's dead. The Costco pizza got him. Took a little while, but it eventually got him. Damn, I wanted pizza today. It's over.
Proper Costco pizza right now would be really nice.
Did I hear Costco?
God.
Yes, the thought of the 150 Polish dog combo summons him. Give me a performance check.
I was grabbing a Pepsi.
He has half
What
the
type
combo.
of Pepsi?
You return to the tavern to hear Rowan playing. Rowan, you make yourself seven coppers and 2 silver.
Still's just gonna sigh and enter and then wait for Rowan to finish his song and then try to subtly motion for him to come here.
Rowan still's beckoning to you.
I end the night with a y'all cowards don't even smoke ichor. And then I leave.
Fucking MC Ride walking out of the venue.
Can't wait till he gets to the song about having someone in his basement. Still, Rowan approaches you after finishing off his latest playlist.
I found Esker.
I'm still in my hype mode, so I'm singing Hustle Bones. Hustle Bones coming out my mouth. Hustle Bones coming out my mouth.
Do you ever... Do you just like the sound of your own voice, Rowan?
Absolutely. It's the one that talks to me the most.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that.
That's a fair point, you know.
Okay, what do we got?
Well, Esker's possibly leaving town because he got in a fight with one of Williams's guards. But it seems like the guy we're looking for goes between the mansion and... You're gonna love this because you get to go there and do your thing. There's a tavern for people from the west on the south side of town, and apparently he's gone there before. So I was thinking you might go there and try to scope him out, see if he comes there. Make friends with people. And if you're gonna sing, you might want to remember that these people actually will understand you.
Perfect. They are gonna absolutely hear my songs now.
And look out for someone who looks like they'd be a guard, but they don't have a armor. They apparently pack a mean punch, but I told Esker you can take it.
I once I hear that, I'm checking to see if my body is healing up.
Oh, no, no. Tummy Hort.
Damn.
Mm. When was the last time you imbibed the toxin? Was it the
I don't
first,
know.
the second day into the surgery episode?
How long were we there? Like, all I remember is we had that thing and I invited, and then that was the end of that session. And then it's like the next session I'm here. I'm like, oh yeah, we're at Lakeshore now. I'm like, what? I thought we were still at the camp.
I think Isolte had to stay there a few days. You know what? Give yourself back 1 HP. You feel like
Okay.
you're starting to get better, but it's a lot slower than it should be.
Damn. That must be real good shit. But you said a Western tavern, right?
Yeah, perfect for you. You'll be able to actually talk to people and have intelligent conversation.
Great. Stay here.
Why?
Just stay here for just a couple moments. Also, do I see Raph or did he just leave?
Still, did you gather
I think
Raph?
Nope. Raph was gone when she left.
I'm wandering.
Oh,
Raph
he
is
he wandering. He's stomping around. Okay, I go back to the bar. Back to the barkeep.
Mhm.
I asked the barkeep. Barkeep, do you know any of uh, Westerner taverns around here? I heard there was some south.
Those have been a bit more common in the recent years. This one in the south that you talk about, it's a place where is a rougher kind of outlander are sort of directed to. People that might come here for business in Slaveholm and are awaiting whomever they wish to purchase. They usually wait over here until their order is fulfilled. We send them there to that bar. We don't really like to talk about it. As for other western bars, you might find one closer to the eastern wall, and then I know there is one closer to the center of town, where there are more bazaars, places to trade.
Do you give performance endorsements? I wonder if I can't just simply go in there and say I want to perform, and they're just gonna say sure.
I can't say that is a thing that we do, but if the place is a bit more rowdy or lawless, the people are deeper into their cups, I do not think they would mind if you just started playing. You could always just ask the bartender there, like you did with myself.
Perfect. But it did take a while before anyone would even accept me. So I give him a thumbs up and I wave him goodbye and for the information.
He nods you off.
Okay, so let's go over to this. To where people can speak our own language.
That's an interesting way to put it. So we'll follow the directions she received from Esker and take Rowan over to the tavern.
Yeah. It's a bit of a ways. And as you get closer, there are less and less buildings within Lakeshore. So eventually you'll see a building kind of propped up against the actual wall of the town, of the city, in a sort of... how do I describe this? There's a nice little park,
Circle?
and the park has a lot of trees, and there's a little road lined with trees and stuff, and nice little cobblestone half walls. And then there's a long field of dirt. And on the opposite end of that field is that tavern. It's sort of like a big void between the tavern and, well, this park here. But it's there. Sometime in the afternoon. Do you approach the tavern?
That we shall.
And that you may. You approach a tavern. You'll see that there are a few tables set up outside. Some people are currently sitting around them, drinking. There are some people here on the porch too. It's more of a patio, really. There is a mixed mash of people here. Most of them look like they might be mercenaries from the west. Most of them look a bit rougher around the edges. Every once in a while, you do see someone who looks more of a noble or a wealthy trader. Oh, there are 2 dwarves hanging out on the patio. One of them in more fine wares, and the other one in a very rugged and kind of jagged, sharp-looking suit of armor. And they both just have permanent scowls on their face. And they will eye the 2 of you as you pass by. Do you
I
enter?
greet them in perfect dwarven.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The one in the armor spits at your direction and gives you a look like you just insulted his mother.
I think that's going to be the nicest dwarven greeting you ever get in your life, Rowan.
It's great, isn't it? Normally don't get any reaction.
Because here he knows he can't do anything about it. Do you enter?
Yep.
You'll find a bunch of people. This is probably the most populated tavern you've been in so far, Rowan. Even though you've been in plenty of them that were quite filled. You have a large first floor. There is a second floor sort of like loft area. And there are more tables and patrons up there as well. Most of the people in here are like the people outside. They look rough around the edges. They look ready for a fight, or at least to defend themselves in some way. And there are a lot of people who look more like merchants and nobles. Some people here look like they're engaged in a more lively conversation, like they're negotiating something. And generally these people are accompanied by a white vine elf.
I check with the barkeep.
Barkeep looks at you. What are you drinking?
I ask him, what should I be playing?
Ah, another one of you types. Well, if you want to play, you can play. If you start a fight, I'm taking half your tips.
Damn, you're generous. Just half?
He kind of gives you this really dead look and then gives you a smirk. I used to do fool, but I do like watching people beat each other down. No one's gonna come to help you. Well, most likely no one's gonna come to help you, as he points to his own ears. But
I give him a thumbs up. I'm gonna.
and then he points you over to a corner. Just go play right over there. Remember, half. I'm counting.
I start off with a very mellow song.
Mellow to normal people or mellow to Rowan?
That's a great question.
Honestly, mellow to normal people, just so I can scan the tavern.
I fucking let Hacker rip. I just start screaming about being in their area.
I'm in your area.
You know, he just starts off by saying when he was a young boy.
Oh god. Fucking. Oh no.
Roll me
His master took
performance
him
check.
to the Black Parade.
Yeah. Whatever song you're playing, whatever song you're singing, whatever it may be, no one throws anything at you. That's a good one. That's people seem to enjoy it.
Even the dwarves?
There are no dwarfs inside. The dwarves are outside hanging on. The dwarves are outside leaning on a rail. A railing. There are no dwarfs in here.
They didn't hear any of the slurs Rowan shouted when he first entered.
Yeah. You sing your song. You get a feel for the room. Let's say go along the standard that we've established of 30 minutes. You get yourself. Why does this always roll 3? All right, well fuck you. 5 silver. 5 silver and 3 copper.
Nice.
How long do you guys hang around?
Looking for Williams or anything of sort of Williams, because with how Silwyn describes him, that was her employer. Well, that's all. That's all Rowan knows. All he knows is from his description. But once Rowan sees them, they'll probably recognize them.
And Syl's trying to keep an eye out.
Right. That would be interesting. Alright. Retiring these red die. Retiring these red die for a bit.
Goodbye, red die.
We will miss you.
You continue playing, I assume?
Yes.
Give me another performance check for this next half hour of musical observation. People aren't as thrilled with this set of songs.
Oh no, he's playing the funky albums. It's over.
He's
Back
playing
to the
the
money store.
he's playing the experimental shit from what was it? Government plates.
At one point,
Bird.
you hear a guy yell at you to shut up, and he throws a mug. The mug completely misses and hits the wall, though. At that point, the barkeep says, "Hey, don't throw that. You're cleaning that up."
No more government plates.
And continue playing. Sylvan, where are you in this bar?
You said there were a few tables open, so she's just gonna be one of the tables that was open.
First or second floor?
Does the second floor have a look on the first floor?
Yes.
Second
It's like
floor.
a loft. All right. Second floor, you're hanging out by a table, I imagine somewhere near the railing that looks below.
Yeah.
You see a man walk in to the tavern. He has... Actually, now I gotta look up the description.
Does it fit the description of the guy that beat up Esker? Please tell me it's him. I wanted him to beat up Rowan.
He's a big man. He has slicked back black hair. He wears full armor, save for on his chest, which is just a leather, like a hardened leather sort of vest. But his arms and his shoulders are covered in metal, so are his legs and feet. He has a somewhat smaller than average arming sword at his left side. And I would say like a bandolier that goes across his chest has a handful of daggers on it. And he has a real mean look to him, with a goatee, a chin strap.
Just keep an eye on him.
He walks up towards the bartender and sits at the bar. After ordering a drink, after going through his second drink, he'll actually engage in conversation with the bartender. Rowan, would you like to roll another performance check for another half-hour play? Yeah, you know, your third set of performances go almost as well as the first. Instead of having mugs, half-drinking mugs of beer thrown at you, you have coins instead. 20 bronze. Or copper.
My VTuber song list is a hit.
Oh god.
They really love the Suicide song list. Hoshimachi.
Going real wild with the playlist here. Avoiding the gotchi songs, it sounds like. Still, maybe like 20 minutes into Rowan's next set of songs, you recognize another man walk into the bar. Sort of wavy, brown hair. At this point, he's wearing a really nice green tunic. It's nice, but it doesn't look fancy or noble. And he has a cloak about him. He doesn't have the hood
I
up
mean,
or
when
anything.
you said green, that said everything.
There is a glint of gold hanging beneath that cloak, though. Can't really see
Do I
what
want
it
to get
is.
another cantrip removed?
I don't know. What are you gonna do? Well, yeah. He's very familiar.
Let's
You know that this guy
Yeah.
owes you money. And he looks around. He sees a man at the bar. And give me a wisdom or perception check.
Ears or no ears?
I calculate the ears.
Okay. Not one, baby.
Lord have mercy.
Don't worry about it. He walks up to the guy at the bar. He sits beside him. He raises a finger to the barkeep. Barkeep comes and gives him a shot of something. And the bartender goes to the other side of the bar. And the armored man and the nobleman begin to talk. And you, of course, already know that this is the guy that hired you to escort a White Vine noble to Lakeshore. As far as you're concerned, this is William Evans.
So I see this too, right?
You were given a description of him. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah, you also see. You see the man who was once described to
Probably.
you as your employer
Well,
walk
the
up to the
thing is,
bar.
do I see Silwyn perk up and be like, "What the fuck?"
I think for where you're sitting, you can't even see Silwyn. Unless Silwyn's
Uh,
hanging over the rail.
Is she's just that short?
Yeah. It's just sort of an eye line issue, because you're up against a corner. You're up against a corner, and directly above you would be the second floor, like, loft area. So you'd have to, like, wrench forward and then look up to see Silwyn. Alright. Do you guys continue your business as you were? Are you just observing?
Yes.
Give me another performance check for this next set of songs.
You know what? I just realized there's a problem with using that cantrip. Is that the person should be using it with is Rowan.
Yeah, your next set of songs go swimmingly. Ooh, this time, you notice, as you're singing, you might see in the corner of your eye a couple of guys shake hands, and then the White Vine beside him will also shake his hand and bow. The White Vine leaves, one of the men leaves, and then one of these noble-looking guys comes up to you, Rowan's like, I totally enjoyed everything you played today, so bravo. And he'll plant, like, 17 silvers in front of you.
Damn.
Then, from the rest of the crowd, you get a combination of 4 copper and 2 silver.
Woo.
Boy making money.
How many do I have right now? I have like 25, right?
I have not been counting. That is up to you, sir.
Okay, hold on. So it was 17 silver.
In this latest batch, it was 17 plus another 4 and 8 copper. It's not on your sheet. It don't exist.
And how many copper?
8.
Got it.
Still, during this time, maybe 10 minutes into the song, into singing, uh, Evans and the armored man will be led to a back room. And they pass right by Rowan as it happens.
And I see this right as it happens, right?
Yes, this is probably just after you're being handed 17 silver. Mm,
I change up my playlist.
Oh shit. Government plates time.
Oh yeah, here's your superstar tonight.
Oh no.
give me a charisma check real quick, Rowan.
It's time.
An awful roll, but what a powerful attribute. As
You're
as the man walks by with his armored companion, he stops for a second and looks at you. He's like, "Well, even though you might be an elf, it's nice to hear someone sing in the proper tongue for once." And he hands you another like 5 silver. And he walks on, continuing to be led into a back room by one of the people who work here.
It's your one and only Rowendell in the house. You know how it's gonna go down with me. I'm about to tell you, so listen good. And then he plays hacker.
Absolute fiend. What are you guys doing from here? Still, the two walk out of your vision.
Well, let's see if we can get another cantrip removed.
It's,
Sills. Sorry, you first.
Rowendell is gonna try and play hacker, so he's gonna try and start that bar fight.
All right. Are you intentionally trying to play it bad, or is it just the feeling of the song? 'Cause I don't actually know what the
The
song is.
feeling of the song.
Damn,
Unless-
you never
unless-
listen to the Money Store, Poppy. What the fuck?
Unless they want to hear no love, and then they're gonna start beating each other up.
Hacker by who? What is it? I want to listen to it real quick.
Death grips.
Death Grips.
Actually, a really good song. The Money Store in general is really good.
Oh, this song.
When you come out, your shit is gone. When you come out, your shit is gone.
I'm in your area. All right.
Yeah.
Roll me that performance
Yeah.
check then.
Damn. Well, actually, you know what? It would be great if it was bad.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how it works because I mean, Death Grips is already kind of one of those bands. So is playing a Death Grip song bad? Is that good?
It depends on where you're at. If you're at a place expecting Death Grips, it's probably great. If you're at a place where where you're not expecting Death Grips, it's probably terrible.
Like walking into the Hollywood Bowl and then hearing Guillotine for the first time?
It goes. It goes.
Yeah, that guy who threw that mug at you earlier, he he throws a new one at you this time. You know, one of the guys
Man, he must.
one of the guys like, oh, hold on, give him a chance, and you know they start getting a bit aggressive with each other. Does it
I
become
let
a
it
full
rip.
bar fight? I'll roll all the D100s for this one. Nothing like a fight starting at Dodger Stadium to understand how this shit works. Ooh. Yeah. They get a little rowdy. One guy bumps another guy's drink. The guy's drink spills onto him. Another guy gets mad for his friend. You got 2 tables of people fighting with each other. And then it looks like almost as if this is business as usual. People are getting up and throwing fists.
Based. I keep playing my ukulele and get over to the barkeep. I head over to the barkeep.
F. As he says to you as you approach him.
I give him the thumbs up and I give him 15 silver.
He gives you the okay sign and he kind of leans back and starts watching people hit each other.
Then I continue. I play louder.
Sil, you were doing
Teach your
something?
bitches how to swim. Teach your bitches how to swim.
Yeah, so Silla's gonna use message and on Rowan and ask if he saw where they went. Just Rowan, where did they go? I can't see them from up here.
Hustle bones out my mouth. I'm yelling. I am yelling, and then I am walking. I'm walking towards where they're going. Meanwhile, just
Aggressive.
I got a fever.
Yinging and yanging and anointed.
All right. Hold that thought. I'll be right back real quick, okay?
Rowan, our friendly neighborhood, totally not insane person. Has he told you about Kalulu today?
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior, Valen?
Totally not related to Kalulu. It's funny. I wonder if at this point people think when you're talking about Valulu, if you're just talking about Kalulu.
Well, he is a Kalulu slave.
And that's a very similar name. All right. So you're singing hackers at the top of your lungs and you're walking towards where they went.
Yeah.
All right. So you walk into a hallway.
I'm still singing. I'm trying to make it echo in.
You walk into a hallway and there are a series of doors.
Also, I like how absolutely non-subtle this is.
Oh, it's very not subtle. If anyone cared to pay attention, they would see him going down this hallway. There are a series of doors. They have numbers on them. You'll probably see the person who led the two men down this hallway standing, or not standing, but walking back down the hall now.
Do I see
Human.
them though while I'm singing?
Do you see the two of them?
Yeah, like do I notice them? Like they will notice me no matter what. I am being loud as fuck.
Actually. This is relatively quick. They weren't in a hurry. You will see them entering the very last room at the end of the hallway. As the door closes behind them.
Okay, I go back to my corner.
Okay.
And I wait for Sylvan.
So will send another message. So did you see where they went? Is there anyone there?
I start singing to the left.
I was gonna bust out Lil John soon. It's gonna be Lil John hour.
See, and that's why using it with Ro was a terrible idea because he'll just say it out loud.
He is playing random ass songs now at the moment. Screaming at the top of his lungs.
Well. Ooh, actually. Rowan,
Oh fuck. Yeah.
you hear the guy shout, "I told you to shut up!" And a fist comes flying your way.
Okay.
What's your AC?
14.
You get hit by a 19.
Woo.
Let me roll a few d6s to see how much strength this guy has. You take 2 points of damage as this man's leather-gloved fist crashes into your face.
Yeah.
Do you do anything in response?
No, I keep singing even louder. And then during getting my face hit, I try and signal to Sylvan to just come over and get over there.
Sorry, I was drinking water. What did you say?
I get punched, so I'm trying to signal to Syl that the hallway is that way.
Still, it is a rowdy bar fight on the first floor. People on the second floor are kind of all just watching. And you'll notice a guy run up to where Rowan was, or is, kind of. And, you see him throw a punch. And then Rowan's singing gets louder.
He has a shit-eating grin on his face right now. That it's going into the big bar fight. He's like, fuck yeah, let's go. And then I'm trying to signal to Sylvan, wherever the hell she is, that
Two identical rolls.
Syl will walk down the stairs to the first floor and try to avoid the fight the best she can as she moves towards where Rowan was motioning.
Yeah, as you
with his mouth.
As you make
Very
your way through the
loudly.
crowd, go ahead and give me a dexterity check. As Rowan, another fist comes flying at you, but this time it misses because the guy's being yoinked backwards and being punched by another guy. As the other guy shouts, "That was my bloody fucking drink!" So when you you navigate this mess that Rowan has caused. Two guys one guy tackles some other dude. You know, they fly right before you. You narrowly avoid getting hit by someone as they're throwing a fist at somebody else. A glass lands right behind you. Yeah, it's a little mess. You can make your way to that hallway though. As you pass by
Goog.
Rowan with his
And
shit-eating
I-
grin, who looks like he's on the
I-
precipice of death, by the way.
Yep.
Rowan.
I go and slink past everyone and try and follow Sil.
Okay. You guys are in the hallway. The fight is roaring out behind you.
So we'll just whisper to Rowan, which door?
I point to the one, like I remember which door, right? Like,
Yeah,
right.
it's the last one. All the doors are on the left side or right side.
Okay, so last door right there.
And what's our plan? Do we want him alive, or are we? And so we'll just motion to her neck.
Damn, I don't fucking know. What do you want to do?
This could be really bad or really funny.
And is the person still there, or is it empty now?
It was the guy in the armor and Williams.
Oh no, I'm asking Hyde.
What person?
You said there was the person that led them there was there.
That person has walked out of the hallway. Probably
No.
around the time you're walking down the stairs.
Okay, so Sil will go up to the door and just press her ear against it and try to hear any conversation going on.
Give me a perception check. Yeah. You do hear some mumbling going on the other side of the door. It's difficult to pick out, and it sounds like there's more than two voices.
What's being said, if anything?
It's hard to pick out any of the quieter talking, but you do hear a voice get raised, and it sounds like they are... How do I play this? Because do you have the... Is that a slave elf feat? To hear conversations behind a door?
That's an elf one in general.
It's elf one in general. Is it... I haven't looked at one in ages. Let me take a good look at that real quick.
I have it on the sheet. It's sharp ears. Ignore up to 4 points penalties that would be imposed upon you when trying to listen to muffled conversation behind doors and walls. You also gain +2 to your auditory passive perception.
Right. You'll hear when one of the people raise their voice, it sounds like they're saying, "It's not my fault that you fucked up." And then you hear another voice ring out in response, but this one is much harder to hear because of the way they're speaking. But it sounds like they're saying lack of information. Okay. The first voice that you heard more clearly shouts again, saying something along the lines of "stuck in this town now." And then mumble, 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 followed by that weird voice again that says, you find the mark, we'll end this for sure. Mumble, mumble, mumble. I'm not paying you anymore. Mumble, mumble, mumble. You'll pay double, or we'll kill you instead. That's the gist of the conversation.
So we'll convey everything that she's hearing over to Rowan with a message, just so they can't hear us.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then it sounds like everyone in that room is starting to shout at each other, but their shouting at each other kind
Does
of
it just sound like
masks
it's
the
two?
conversation. It sounds like there's way more than two. There's definitely more than two people. It's just hard to pick out all the voices because they're not speaking so elevated.
Okay. Well, I tap Syl on the shoulder and tell her that we should get back into the bar. I point her back to the bar.
We could also surprise them.
Nah. After what you told me, we probably wait. We should get Raph and Isolte with us. Sounds like it'll fix itself if we just keep on waiting.
There is chaos happening here right now. I mean, if we did do things, we'd be able to slip out through the crowd.
No, it seems like what you're saying is a money issue. Not something that has to do with any political or anything, and that will take care of itself. It's like Rowan is super clear on this because he's like, oh yeah, shit happens all the time in Mad Men's, people pay shit, but if you have to keep on paying shit, either one of the parties is gonna just get tired of it.
Would it be extra money for us if we solved it now?
No. Why you solve it now when when it's free for them to solve it? Whoever the hell this third party is, we can keep on watching to see who it is.
But then we could get the third party's cup by solving it ourselves.
Well, we don't even know who the third party is.
Are you guys having this conversation right in front of the door?
Syl's using message to converse with Rowan herself. Not sure if Rowan's replying in message or if he's just having a schizo conversation.
He's just talking to himself. He's standing there while there are people inside.
They're yelling. It's not like they're gonna care. He's probably just whispering. It's like fucking just that autistic guy that just talks to themselves,
Rowan doesn't know how message works.
Actually, no, because Rowan already tapped Syl's shoulder to like try and get her to the bar where it's all fighting and shit.
Have you been talking out loud, Rowan?
Not after I left. I just tapped Syl on the shoulder and pointed her
Okay.
out.
So you left.
Yeah. So I don't know if I was talking to either myself. So Syl is still messaging me, and I think I kept thinking that Syl's right next to me, and his right right over in the bar area right now, just watching the fight go on.
Okay.
I thought we
Okay.
were still at the door.
No, because so Rowan taps Sill's shoulders, points outside, and then he goes outside, and then because Sill is just messaging him all this time, Sill is just a short elf, so he doesn't even see her. He's just talking to himself at this point.
Oh
Still,
my god, he really is a schizo.
we've established this already.
He's
There are
based.
there are 4 voices in his head, and they're all, us, the actual players. Still, in the middle of this message conversation that you're having with Rowan, you'll hear this clearly without putting your ear to the door. You'll hear a shout, and the sons of Eln won't stand for this. Have it your way, or do it our way. And you'll hear steps. You'll hear metal footsteps walking towards that door.
How far in the hallway are we? Well, is Sill?
Were you still pressing your ear up to the door?
Yeah, but like, how deep is this hallway? Like, would Sill be able to go to the corner, be able to get out in time, kind of thing?
It's 10 rooms, and this is the 10th room.
Oh, so this is literally the end of the hall.
Yes.
Sill will just quietly try to get to the entrance of this hall. And if she hears the door opening, just be nonchalant about it. Just a patron here to observe the fight.
Okay. If you're doing so quietly, I imagine you're moving at half speed.
15, yeah.
What does 15 feet look like in a hallway like this? I would say you make it to around door 5, and you hear the door open behind you.
Just keep going. Don't stop. Don't act suspicious.
Mhm.
You're just someone that was leaving one of the other rooms.
Mm-hmm. Um. You'll hear some angry grumbling from behind you. And, one of the voices be like, "You're entirely sure we want to do that?" And as they're now passing by you, as they're walking much faster than you are.
How big is the group that's walking past?
2. You'll hear the other voice. Can't let a bunch of... And he pauses for a moment. Foreign...
Now, which voice? Now, which voice is the one that belongs to our lovely employer?
This one. We can't let a bunch of foreign squints do what they please. We'll have them know that the sons of Aun will not stand for anything. Surely it was my own mistake for trusting these people. And I use people. There are better words. People they are not. Remember that, son. And they pass by. You have your hood up?
Yeah.
Okay. They don't pay you any attention. And they pass by and they stop for a second. Another day in this shithole it is. Come on. We gotta hurry before that Greythorn starts wondering where we've gone. And they make their way through the crowd. The bigger guy will part people to make way for his patron. And
So,
throwing a man
in
onto a
terms-
table.
Including the bigger guy and the target, how many are there here? Is it just the 2 of them?
Only 2 people have passed by you. There's no one else in this hallway but you right now.
Oh, I mean, like going out into the actual bar area.
No one has entered the hallway but those two. The hallway is
We already
empty.
caused a bar fight. Let's not start it. Let's not do a bar murder.
Hey, no one's stopping you. If you want to do something, you should just do it. You need to master that chiding voice that Koibu has when players are contemplating things.
It's more just contemplating numbers because not too worried about it. It's mainly just the one guy.
Yes, but we also forget how I like to balance things.
What you
As in,
gotta do
there
is
is none.
say, what you gotta do is say, you won't do it, pussy. Yeah.
Do it. No balls.
I mean, how close is the patron?
How close is Evans to you?
Yeah, how close is Evans to his bodyguard?
Well, almost right beside him.
And their back is turned, right?
Yes. But this is also a crowd of people fighting.
So you would say that they're distracted at things behind them.
Possibly.
But if Haku says it, if he says the 3 words,
No, they're walking through the
Haku, is
crowd.
Rowan a pussy? Is Rowan a pussy, Haku? Yes or no?
The
Oh
big
yeah,
guy-
is that so pussy?
The big guy throws a powerful right hook at someone, spins him 3 times before he hits the ground. Now people are starting to part ways for the big guy and Evans as they eventually make it towards the door.
Well, so we'll just tail at a distance quietly.
Are you telling them outside?
Yeah.
Okay. They're outside. They walk off the porch. You hear a few words in Dwarven. As you see the dwarves now looking into the window. They seem to be amused by what's going on in there. You continue to tail it to as you now clear
Yeah, and
the tables.
before
and stuff.
she gets too far away, so we'll just message Rowan that she's gonna follow them for a bit.
You'll see.
Okay, I'm gonna try and follow Syl. I'm gonna wave my goodbyes to the barkeep, and tell him it was fun.
he he gives you an okay sign. Yeah, if you want to play a gun, you're always welcome to do so if you do this again.
Hell yeah.
He's like, oh, and he winces as you hear like a meat against meat, and then a little spattering of hard things on the ground. You'll make it outside. Still, you'll see the two walking up to a couple of horses. There is a girl, maybe in her mid-teens, standing by these two horses who are tied to a post. She starts to untie them. She hands the reins to. She hands the reins to Evans. Evans hops onto his horse. She hands the other reins to the big guy. The big guy picks her up, puts her on the horse, and gets on the horse.
And
And
what
they
do the
begin to
horses
ride
look
off.
like?
One is a chestnut mare. The other one is black.
Is there anything sort of like distinctive for them?
They're unmarked horses. All they have is a saddle. Nothing special about them.
Would the saddle be recognizable?
Looks like a plain saddle. Plain, standard, run-of-the-mill brown leather.
Oakley dokley. Are they how I mean, are they like just trotting through on the horses, or are they
I don't know horse
galloping?
terms, but they're moving at a quick pace. You won't be able to run after them or keep pace.
Okay.
If a standard horse is 70 feet, they're moving at like 45.
Yeah, that's too far. At least to move stealthily.
And Rowan, you'll probably get outside by the time you see them riding off in the distance, making their way to that treed road by the park.
Damn. Do I see the dwarves? Because I want to tell them that, you're missing a good beating.
Yep, they're leaning against the railing on the patio, just looking inside the window.
Yeah,
Laughing.
tell them it's like, oh, you're missing a good fight over there.
You hear one of them say, "Ooh, that one. Should have used the chair that time." And they look at you. They kind of give you a sour look. Then they go back to watching the fight.
The elf just speaking perfect dwarven. And then I go after Syl.
Elf wows fucking hardcore racist by fucking being racist and perfect dwarvish.
Oh yeah, it's like it's like knowing it's like knowing Vietnamese or Chinese in a nail salon.
I have to find that. I have to find that fucking post where it's like true cell, like, or fake cell wows true cells with perfect incel speak or some shit.
All right, what are you guys doing?
I don't know. Did I ever find Isolte?
Isolte, have you ever led anybody to or told anyone about the place in town?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I did, yeah.
I don't remember. I know he was fucking Isolte was staying separately from us. I just don't remember if we were ever told.
No, you went there.
I don't
They all
remember.
went there.
Roll an intelligence check then, Raph. If Isolte insists that they were there, then go ahead and do it at advantage. Yeah.
Lord.
During your wandering, you're like, yeah, where'd that fucking elf go? Oh, Isolte has a place in town. I remember where that is. You'll eventually make your way there. Yeah. The Terzani spa and/or acupuncture place and/or massage parlor, whatever it is.
The happy ending Terzani fucking massage parlor.
Yeah, you'll make it there. And I imagine, Isolte, have you ever told anybody about your companions and who they might be?
They have been there.
They've been there? I don't.
Yes.
It's been so long. Too many hiatuses. Too many 1 to 2 week long
24.
hiatuses. Yeah. They'll see you, Raph, and like, oh, are you here for Lady Terzani?
That's correct. I'd like to speak with Miss Terzani.
Right away. Terzani. Isolte, you'll be notified that your giant companion is here.
Alright. I will go to the wherever he is. I'll tell him now.
It's probably in the lobby. I imagine every building here is built with respect to the possibility of a giant showing up. Granted, he probably can't stand up, right? Raph, you'll see Isolte walk through a curtain of beads. Isolte, you'll see Raph sitting, probably cross-legged in the corner somewhere.
Trying not to be crushed by the ceiling above me. Miss Tizani, I came by to double check what exactly the plan was with fucking. Dude, I can't believe I forgot his name. I had it written down. Mr. Pearson and Mr. Evans.
Well, the idea was, what I had in mind was to reveal to him that it was one of his own men that tried to kill his soon-to-be wife, and that is why she doesn't really want to be here right now.
Oh dear. And how will the Greythorns assist us in getting rid of this man?
I was hoping they would help me get that information from that guy, Evans. No, yes.
I believe it was Mr. Evans.
Yeah.
Do you intend to kill any of them?
Not for now, but I mean, if it's necessary.
Alrighty then. I crossed paths with Syl on my way over here and seem to have lost track of her. Tiny little elf must have scurried off. They did mention, now that I think about it, Miss Syl seemed to be concerned that the gods were out looking for you in particular, or looking for someone. But we weren't stopped at the gate, so I assume it's not the case.
Well, if the guards weren't looking for me, they would be here. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah?
Yes?
Fucking my shit was freezing. Well, alrighty then. I think we have a game plan. Do we intend to use Mr. Rowandahl's informant? He seems to be close to Evans and Pearson.
If he's up for the task, sure.
I'll go see if I can find the Mr. Iska. They were looking for him, or at least Silwyn was looking for him when I crossed paths with him earlier. How soon do you want to make a move?
What time is it right now?
In your guys' time frame, it is probably 1, 2, 3 o'clock.
Alright, probably about tonight, and have the information ready for tomorrow.
Sounds like a plan. I will take my leave. You take care now.
I nodded at him.
I'm gonna go look for that stupid fucking elf in Rowendal. I'm actually just gonna go back to the bar where I heard Rowendal playing.
Right. By the time you make it back to the bar, you won't hear Rowan playing anymore.
Oh no. I'm gonna go into the bar and see if the barkeep can tell me where he went.
Yeah. He'll tell you that he mentioned looking for bars where Westerners tend to congregate. And he mentioned one by description, probably by name. I imagine Syl would have told it to him. And that's at the south side of town.
Alrighty. Well, I'm gonna go head towards the south side of town and see if I can hear fucking hacker blaring.
Yeah. As you approach that park, you'll start to hear a bit of a ruckus. And you'll see two men and a girl upon two horses riding off northways, crossing your path.
I don't recognize any of these people, right? Oh, yeah, I never met them. It was Syl that met them.
I'm not
wouldn't
sure if
recognize
you've
them.
been given the description of Evans.
I think I might have heard it once from Isker, but
You go ahead and roll an intelligence check. Yeah, you do recognize the brunette man. And he raises an eyebrow as your guys' gaze meets. But he passes by you rather quickly.
which direction is he going?
North.
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 Well, I can't follow him. Just fucking can't figure out invisibility spell. Not exactly inconspicuous for a giant man to just follow.
And he's also on a horse. Horse is not
Yeah.
moving slowly.
Giants wouldn't move. I think what's my ground speed compared to horses?
I think yours is 40?
And
40
that
if you
sounds
don't
about
care.
right.
40 if you don't care about knocking smaller creatures aside as you run. They're moving at a rather quick pace. Not full speed.
I'm gonna keep heading south, and I'm head the direction that they came from, since I assume that's where I'll find my elf slaves.
Yeah, you'll see your slaves probably standing beside a post in front of this bar.
I will go up and greet the elves. The fucking. Well, it seems like y'all found our quarry. What were you doing down here, and what were they doing? I assume at this establishment as well.
What? You saw them too?
I passed by Mr. Evans on my way looking for y'all.
Well, looks like whoever he hired is a bit unhappy. with him berating them for whatever it is he's trying to get them to do. Probably kill us. Lack of information sounds like he's the one that hired the assassins.
That
But
makes
it
sense.
sounds like whoever he's with wants more money for whatever they're doing.
The fact that he got those druids, which are exceptionally rare already, to attempt to assassinate us so many times and then fail every time, is probably greatly frustrating to Mr. Evans.
Yeah, it sounds like Evans just hired some really bad people.
Well, then, did y'all find Iska?
Yeah, it looks like the guards are looking for Isker. When you saw our lovely employer, did he have... Well, he had someone with him that was not wearing armor on the upper half, just the lower? He beat up Isker. Isker's thinking of leaving town, so we're on our own.
Well, did Iska have any information?
Then he comes to this bar. So we
That's
went
it,
to this
huh?
bar. Pretty much. He stays at Williams's place and he comes to this bar at times.
Well, we have a bit of information. I assume his residence is somewhere in the north. It's where. Do you have any information about where he was headed from here?
He was just heading into the park over there and so we'll point towards it.
Pretty much the direction you just came from.
All right, and then I spoke with Zolta before I came over here looking for y'all, and I believe the plan is to try and take care of Mr. Evans and Mr. Pearson tomorrow. Gather what information we can for today and do what we can on sunrise.
Well, we know the one guard's probably the biggest issue, mercenary. Evans and Williams shouldn't be an issue themselves, at least.
Wait, so for that whole conversation, was Syl relaying all that she heard to Rowan, or
Yes, through message.
okay?
And Rowan didn't respond once because Rowan doesn't know how message works.
Actually, Rowan was responding the whole time, but he wasn't talking to you.
Yeah, he's not responding with how you would with message. But by the way, Rowan could technically try to steal message.
Yeah, but would he? He doesn't give a fuck.
I mean, Rowan doesn't even know that he can reply.
Rowan's out here talking like he has a Bluetooth headpiece.
Okay, so
Talking to himself.
I blurred out what the hell is like we're here with Raph, right?
Yes.
So what was that? The Sons of Alm?
Sons of Aun?
Yeah.
Hmm.
We both look at Raph with like big ass eyes.
I don't think Raph knows either.
The hell are y'all looking at me like that for? Well, Sons of what now?
Sons of Aun?
I ain't never heard that name before. That's the first time I've heard it. What's the significance of that name?
Sounds like Evans is associated with the Sons of Aun.
That's something we should probably run by Zolta. I can't
Yeah,
think of
she
anything.
she might know something, or she might know nothing and be like you.
You never know. Mrs. Salter tends to keep her cards close to her chest, as it would.
Hey, Rowan, what time is it? Do you mind looking up at the sun?
Yeah, I'm looking up. I'm gonna go look up at the sun.
Ooh, that burns. It's but it is daytime. Yep.
Daytime.
God bless that kobold. That's so killed.
Oh, what are you guys doing as you stand out here in this empty dirt field?
Well, let's go find Isolte.
Let's ask her what the hell this is.
Maybe she knows the Sons of Aun.
I suppose that's probably a pretty good idea. You can head back that way.
Alright. You guys head off to the Terzani business in town.
Back to the Tizani estate.
Yep.
Isolta, you will once again, about like, I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours later, you'll be notified by one of your people that all your companions in town have arrived looking for you.
All right. I will go back to the lobby and see what's up.
Yep, you'll see Raph and the two white chi here.
Fucking death grips.
I'm in your area.
You all sit
Alright.
around in an awkward silence.
Yep.
Well, Miss Isolta, we've returned. As it turns out, these two chucklefucks ran across Mr. Evans and Mr. Pearson at an
Not
establishment.
Mr. Pearson, just Evans.
Well, Mr. Evans. And they have a bit of information. They wanted to ask you specifically about what was that name again?
Sons of Aun.
Ring any bells?
It's like when you stub your toe. Ow.
You can't forget the N.
The what now?
Sons of Aun.
Isolta, go ahead and roll me
Yep.
an intelligence check, as your schooling might include more historical knowledge of the West than Raph's did. Beautiful. You do know that in Velador there are two historical figures that were credited with the establishment of the place as a country. One is Aun, and the other, I think, was Iskald. Iskald was the first, air quotes, human king of Velador, and Aun was his champion, and his lineage are chosen to be what's called the voice of Velador. As for the sons of Aun, give me another intelligence check. This one might be a bit more niche. You do know that there are a few political factions that remain in Velador. There have been a handful throughout the times, especially towards the end of the War of Man. But the Sons of Aun are not familiar to you.
Um, I know who Aun is. I don't know who the Sons of Aun are, but I might be able to get some information from someone else soon-ish.
Well, from what I
If you
heard,
will.
uh, Rowan starts babbling out of nowhere now. He's like, "Oh yeah, they're getting tired of it. They might kill blah 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 blah."
Who is getting tired of whom?
Sons of Iron getting tired. It's your fault, you know.
This part right
Rowan's
here is
on
new
his
to me.
schizo arc.
Yeah, this part right here is new to me. I didn't hear any of this from.
Rowan is trying to copy Sill's whiny voice. It's like, it's your fault. You're tired. You know, we're tired. You completely fucked up.
I
We're tired of giving you money.
look at at both the elves with a questioning face.
We were spying on him.
Okay, and what did you get?
Well, he was talking about the Sons of Aun. He hired a mercenary who's not fond of getting yelled at and wants double the payment.
We can't
Mentioned
waste
the
any
lack of
more time about this.
Okay, so
I've
did
wasted too
you
much money on you
did you
guys
see
already.
the mercenary? It might be those guys that
he
have been
he
following
wears
us.
plate armor on his lower half, but not his upper. And he did mention a lack of information, so yeah, I'm thinking he paid him who got the assassins. And because they didn't know what Rue looked like, well, I think it's you they want now, thinking you're Rue. So you might have a few assassins in your near future.
Damn, what else is new?
All right, I'm just gonna. All right, if you excuse me for
Unreliable
a
narrators are
minute or
fun.
two, and I'm
Unreliable
gonna look for
players
Anne
are
real
even
quick
more fun.
and ask her if she knows about the Sons of Aun.
You'll find her in her usual spot. She has those students from before. They all seem to be going over scrolls, studying.
Okay, at least they are not paralyzed anymore.
They're not paralyzed anymore. It's been a few days. The Sons of Aun. Yes, that is a political faction over in Velador. They model themselves after the belief that the voice of Velador, the first one, Aun, the hero of Isolte, and his desire to keep Velador pure, free of, well, our kind. They've become a bit more open since the end of the War of Man. And though they are not entirely respected back in Velador, their desire for nationalism and ethnic purity is quite strong. And they have no real reach out here. They are, as far as I know, trying to open up political channels in Light's Watch and have no respect in Kostock. Why have you come across this name?
Apparently, the the guy that hired my companions is a son of Aun, from what I can gather.
Hmm.
And apparently they, well, it was him or someone adjacent to him that hired those assassins.
That is quite interesting. A man from a very nationalistic faction hiring what we believe to be Kideni assassins to kill a white fine girl to prevent a political marriage. Chances are he is a radical who has little support of his group. Your brother... this has been so long since I've actually said this. Did Turin tell you to capture Evans or kill him?
It was just take care of him.
Yeah, get rid of both of
Pearson.
them.
It might be in our best interest to take Mr. Evans alive. The fact that one of his kind are out here working against us the way he is might prove rather useful for interrogation. But
I was thinking the same thing of using him as a scapegoat for getting rid of the other guy. Since
that could be useful as well.
basically he tried to kill his to-be wife to be.
Whatever route you choose, we will support it as much we can.
Will you be able to set up another meeting with that guy? That
The Grey
the
Thorn
guy
Man?
yes.
Surely we can, if when we are able to contact him. I will send a letter. I will send a letter to where his people reside here. You need anything else of me, Mistress Tizani?
No, thank you.
Of
I will
course.
go back to the lobby, to the party.
You return to the lobby. You guys are together again.
Alright, so this guy, Evans, he is apparently a radicalized nationalist of Velador. And
Oh, what a surprise! In the most sarcastic voice Silken muster.
well, that's the group he's with, basically the sons of Aun. So I'm guessing he's here to oppose that political marriage between one of us and one of them.
Or, she's an elf.
That makes sense.
Now,
He never really wanted his associate to marry. He just wanted an opportunity to kill her.
what I need to know is who he was talking to about the failed assassination. Was it someone in his group? Was it someone else? Where did you guys hear all of this stuff?
We didn't really get an idea of who it was he was talking to.
But where was this?
It was at a bar for Westerners.
And you didn't see who he was talking to?
No. Even if we did, it doesn't do much good. We know who he was associating himself with, which is our lovely half-armored gentleman who happens to beat people up.
He also notices there's a big old bruise on Rowan's cheek, who still looks like death, by the way.
Yeah, it's just wrong.
Just Rowan, thanks.
So this half armored guy. Who is he again? And are you sure he's the one that is behind the assassins?
Absolutely.
Do you know what he looks like?
What Evans looks like?
No, what the half armored guy looks like.
So we'll just describe him.
Okay.
Emphasizing the fact that he only wears armor in his lower half.
Somewhat young, tall, big, slicked back black hair with a goatee and chin strap. Wears nearly full armor except for his chest, which is just leather. Like a leather vest armor. Carries a
So he's a vanilla warrior.
Fred Durst.
carries a somewhat small arming sword and a bandolier of daggers.
That doesn't sound too kidney to me. I don't think he's.
He's very much not Kideni.
I don't think he's related to the assassins. I think he's just part of Evans's group.
He might have been the one to hire the assassins, which is why their information was so bad.
Yes, but we need to find where they or who do they speak with to hire those assassins. Might be more useful information. I am going to the guards, to the guard commander. You are free to follow me.
I'll come along.
Okay. Isolte, Raph, you guys head to the guard commander. Did the White Chief follow?
Yeah.
Racist.
I am anything if not racist.
Waylo, are you following?
Apparently everyone
Yes,
just
we're
seemed
following.
to miss the Asian slur that I dropped earlier.
Which one?
Squint.
Whoa! I heard Guilo.
It was in the conversation when the two were passing by. Well, it's not racism, it's partially my own race.
I
Y'all
haven't
follow.
passed.
Y'all follow.
Yeah,
You know, it's
technically
the great thing
Raph
about
is-
being a mixed race person is I have so many slurs to use. Really.
I only have two, really.
And we will not be saying any of them on stream.
No, see, it's okay. See, it's like when fucking what's his name was like, look, it's illegal to say I'm going to kill the president of the United States, but it's okay for me to say that here because I'm trying to tell you that it's illegal to say I'm going to kill the president of the United States. Fucking
And this
What's
is
his name?
this is Twitch.tv. They're probably okay with that sentiment right now. And I could probably insult Asian people too, as long as they're not Kaiman's race.
There was
American.
a VTuber that got banned because she said something against white people, so can't be racist against white people anymore.
Unless you're Hassan
Yeah,
He got kicked out of the DNC.
or black.
Did he?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
He got kicked out of his spot. He'll mauled eternally. Y'all head over to the guard commander's place. There still seems to be a lot of guard trios walking around. Not as much as before, but still a decent amount. You get to the guard commander's post. Specifically, I assume the White Vine one.
yes.
You enter.
Yep.
The clerk at the counter greets you. And they will go find the guard commander, because I assume you'll ask for him.
Mm-hmm.
She returns, is like, he will see you now.
I go in.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else?
Yeah, we're all gonna follow. Except Raph, he's too big. He gets to stay outside in the rain.
The rain has stopped. It's just a little cloudy. Well, it's just overcast. Looks like it could pick up again at any time.
I will
No.
hang around outside.
But now we
I'm-
can't get a Raph looking through the window with sad puppy dog eyes while he's covered in rain.
You enter the guard commander's room. Mistress Tazani. It's been some time since I've seen you here. To what do I owe the pleasure? He looks pretty clean this time around. The smell of alcohol is no longer filling the room, or his breath as he speaks.
Well, I am hoping to get rid of our Belidor visitors, and I need a bit of information you might be able to provide me.
The upstart brat. Yes, what would you ask of me?
Do you know who that half-armored guy is that accompanies one of the guys with what's his name?
Pearson.
Yes, I think he accompanies Evans.
Evans. I should have his name, or at least his description in a log somewhere. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
He starts to flip through a book that he pulls out of his desk. And he flips through to a bookmark. Yes, a Mason Pearson has entered the town about yada yada so long ago. He entered with 5 people and 2 more to meet him here later. Just a one man, correct? With well armored.
Half his body is well armored. I think he used to wear some light armor on his chest.
Yes, it says here he is Eric Evans. I believe that is correct. Occupation, bodyguard. He has been noted to have some items that are of arcane origin on him.
Huh.
I believe he is claimed to be a adopted family member of Mr. William Evans.
I see.
Aside from that,
All right.
I believe the people here with him is Evans, the bodyguard Evans, two more unnamed armored individuals of no importance, a girl, and two more men.
Just one girl?
Young girl, no name written down. She does not seem to be of any importance. We only log people who might be a trouble, or might be of high esteem, which would also mean trouble.
Mm-hmm. And
And,
sorry, I was in another conversation. Is Mr. Pearson still looking for me? Or an audience with me?
as far as we know, his Greythorn escorts have put an end to his troublesome nature. His activities in town seem to be like a normal, what do you call them, tourist.
I see.
Oh, I'm sure he would be happy to speak to you, as you were a person on his list of, what do you say, person of interest.
Would you be able to arrange a meeting between us in this office if possible?
That should be very easy to do. When would you like to meet him, if I could schedule that?
If possible, tomorrow. About noon-ish.
Tomorrow at noon.
And yeah, I'd rather him be alone without his party.
Should I mention his wife-to-be?
It does have something to do with him, but she will not be here.
Of course. I would probably get him here post haste. Tomorrow at noon, if he does not arrive or does not respond, I will send for you to let you know. You need anything else, Lady Tazani?
No, thank you very much.
I'm proud to be of service. He gives you a bow.
I nod at him and take my leave. Alright, now I will ask the elves where was it that they heard this information about these sons of Aun, and to take me there.
At the tavern.
Alright, take me there.
Alright, do you guys lead Isolte to the tavern?
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, you guys take another stroll across town. There's a lot of backtracking we do in this game. I feel like I've inadvertently made this a Metroidvania.
Oh no.
Well, Haku didn't say do it, pussy, so we didn't do it.
Hey, it's all you guys. You get brought to town, or to the tavern. You're here at the Outlander's stead. Looks like the fight has died down. You do see some people laid out in the dirt fields, like 30, 40 feet away from the tables that are out here. A lot of them out cold. Some of them just getting up and, dealing with the fact that they've had their faces bashed in.
I look at them and then I look at Rowan and I will just say, "You're doing, I'm guessing."
Yeah.
These boys had quite the party out here.
All right. I will ask. Fuck, what's your name? Oh, Sil. So where exactly in this tavern was? Where? Well, where did you hear them? And
Down the
is
hall, 10th door.
10th door. Okay.
It's the last one.
Um. Can you ask the innkeeper who rented that room, if anyone did?
Rowan has a good rapport with him. Seems like it's a task for Rowan.
But is any task really a task for Rowan?
I'll go along with Rowan. It'll be fine.
You don't speak common, though.
Yes, they all speak common here. This is a tavern meant for people from the west.
Yeah, I'm talking about Raph. He doesn't speak common.
I don't need to speak the language to know when somebody's had enough of Rowan doll. That
Wait.
that can be gleaned from body language.
What? If Raph doesn't speak common, how are we speaking to Raph?
Well, technically, the common of the I remember Poppy saying the common of the area is like Black Bloom and right.
Oh.
That's how that works.
Your
It's
sheet
like
has
common
common
of
on it.
there.
He does? Okay.
The
Never mind.
sheet has common and giant. It's missing black bloom though.
Alright, this man doesn't speak Black Room.
I'm a Black Bloom that don't speak a lick of Black Bloom. I just babble and hope that they understand me.
Yeah,
He's just
that's how it
Cajun.
works for me.
He just speaks Ebonics and we understand him.
Hold up now. All right, sir.
I mean, that's what it says on my sheet. But you speak that.
He's just Channing Tatum in the Deadpool movie.
I think it's more if you're from the Rose, you get your language for free, plus common.
Yeah.
Alright, go ask the guy. I mean, there's a lot of people that don't speak common and they are from here. But okay.
Yeah, but for players, it's always just given to them to make things easy. Because nobody knows how
Like
to
the
truly
elf that
roleplay.
doesn't speak elf.
I'm pretty sure Sylvan speaks Elven.
The other elf.
Rowan's a
Yeah.
special boy.
He does. He has. Wait. I mean, he's supposed to have it.
He doesn't.
It says Elven on the sheet, but I don't think we've been playing as if he did. So,
Oh my god, he's a special needs elf.
Alright, yeah, you go ask that and I will go to the...
Actually, no. He knows. Like he got taught by Kalulu on purpose. Wrong.
exactly. That's why he speaks Dwarven instead. All right.
He's like, wow, this is gonna be pretty funny.
Are you gonna
And
go
then
talk to
did
the barkeep?
Yeah.
All right. You walk past all these bodies. One guy actually gets up, like starts muttering something. That this got sting. As you'll look and you'll see this guy who has a battered up face and a few teeth missing. Face swollen to shit. His eyes almost swollen shut. You make your way to the bar. It's common here. People seem to have cleaned up a bit. There's still some teeth on the floor, some blood. And you'll see the bartender, just wiping down a mug. And he looks at you, gives you a nod.
They
Well, that
finally
was
cleaned up.
one hell of a fight. Are you Back to start another one.
Maybe. How do you feel about giving information?
He looks around and leans into you. It depends on what you got to offer, but information given in this place could hurt business.
How about I give you the rest of what I got last time?
What information do you want?
10th door.
Door number 10? You mean the rooms?
Yeah.
Sure.
I give him like the 15 silver.
He takes it, swipes it, puts it under the counter. Picks out a book, small book, like one of those little small ones that you could just fit in your pocketbook, whatever it's called. Well, that one's been rented out to some man with a name that's hard to pronounce. I don't think he's from around here.
Mind if I write it down?
He turns the book towards you, puts a finger on the name.
Wijibo.
Jumanji.
It's Zulong
His
Kai.
full name?
Is that the
He's-
actual name?
Yeah,
All right.
I think it's one of them Kidani people.
Oh shit. I does he have like random ass pencils, like a napkin somewhere around? Clock.
Yeah. Gives you a little charcoal pen.
Okay, I write it down.
Well, anything else you need to know? 15 silver is
That
a
was
good
it.
bit. Well, it was a pleasure having you around. Just, don't go dying before you come back and, well, make me some more money.
I'm gonna give him I give him a thumbs up and the okay sign, and I head over back to Isolte.
You know, Rondal, you're a bit more proficient with speaking than I give you credit for. I suppose when you put your mind to it, you can actually talk like a normal person and not be a fucking weirdo.
What a
Hey.
nice person Raph is.
That's the nicest anyone has ever been to me.
I'm just being honest. I call it like I see it.
And yeah, I hand the paper to Isolde. This might mean more to you than it means to me. It just looks like Kideni gibberish.
No, I still can't read Kidani.
No, it's literally in common word. It's like you sound it out.
Oh. I mean, that sounds Kidani, I guess.
Actually, it's like something Thai, right? That's their.
That Sulong Kwai sounds Chinese as fuck.
Well, let's go head back and see who the hell this person is, because obviously this isn't Velador.
Yeah. So, whoever they were meeting in there is the source of the assassins, it seems. I will go and knock on the door.
You walk into the bar.
No, I will go to the room and knock on the door.
It's in the bar.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was already inside.
Thought you guys were outside waiting for him.
Nope.
Either way, you walk down a flight of doors. 10th one all the way at the end of the hall. You knock. There's no response.
I knock again.
You knock again. No response.
Jesus, Isolte, it's a pull, not a push. And then I try and pull.
Lord.
And he is grinning ear to ear with a shit-eating grin.
And then the door doesn't open because it is in fact a push.
The handle turns and you pull, but the door doesn't move.
See, I told you it was a push, and I pushed it.
You push and the door opens.
Alright,
I-
is there
I-
anyone inside?
Laughing.
Completely empty.
Anything of interest inside?
The room looks like it's completely unlived in. Like there's a bed that's made perfectly. There's a table. There's nothing on it. There's no luggage, no clothes. Nothing.
Huh. Alright, no other items, weird items, anything like that.
Give me a wisdom or perception check. Or investigation. That also works.
Investigation. And I
Okay.
will just keep investigating for a bit, I guess.
Yeah, you look about. It doesn't seem like... It wouldn't seem like this room is out of place in any way, except for the fact that it isn't out of place in any way. Bed's made perfectly, the chairs are all pushed into the table, the lanterns are unlit, the fireplace is unlit. There doesn't look like there's any like spillage of drink around. It doesn't look like there's any crumbs of food. You might find like a ring of like someone put a mug on the table and there was some condensation or something and it kind of formed that little water ring. That's about it. What is wrong with this room is the fact that there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. I will just tell everyone else that this room doesn't make sense.
Why is that?
Well, it looks like no one has been here.
Is
Check.
anybody else investigating this room?
Like, check if you
Yeah, I'll
guys can
investigate.
find anything like that isn't normal.
I will also
Rowan
investigate.
shall investigate.
Yeah, wisdom, perception, or investigation.
I'm gonna go full Delta Green and continue investigating.
Just keep on investigating until the answer is given to you.
Yeah,
5 hours later.
I mean that's how.
God, that was the fucking. Remember that first campaign? The house, or not the first campaign, but like the second when we were in that house, and it was like 3 a.m. before we figured it out.
I rolled wisdom.
Rowan, this room
I
is
checked for arcane.
quite pristine. It is strange. Even for an inn or a tavern, one that's as rough as this one, you would expect this place to look like it's been lived in some way. But you do notice that the fireplace does look like it has been used at one point in time, kind of recently, as the logs do show that there are some, signs of having been lit at one point in time. And you'll find nested between, or actually off to the side where like the ash would fall off the little metal rack that you'd place the logs on, is a piece of paper. Rectangle of paper, maybe about 2 inches by 4.
Piece of paper. I take it.
Hmm?
I take the piece of paper.
Okay. There
Any
is
writing
some
on it?
writing on it. Yes.
I hand it over to Raph. It's like the other Kideni's kit that we got. This might be booby trap.
It's just a piece of paper, mister.
You'll notice that the
Oh yeah,
writing.
it's just a bird. It's just a wolf, Mister.
You'll notice that there is common writing on it.
Oh,
It ain't even in Kideni, boy.
He just
I'll
didn't
still
want to
have a
read it
look at.
himself.
Yeah, I'll read the piece of paper.
Raph, look at it this way. You're the biggest one here, so you can take the most harm.
Let's give the booby trap to our tank.
I'm sure it'll be fine. What does
the-
the piece of paper say that my retarded companion could not read?
Says that the target's name is Huiru, and it's underlined and circled twice.
Wow. Tell us what we don't know.
Yeah, Roman, these are the type of instructions you need, or I could picture Miss Kalulu giving you.
It trails on to give a description of her. And I wrote this so long ago. Yeah. And description, and then it says that she has gone into, and then the rest is burnt.
Is the description similar to Isolte?
No, it sounds like what Hui looked like before the ruining.
The ruining.
Before the Kalulufication. Before the overmind
I'm
put her in the
gonna-
chrysalis.
I'm gonna get that piece of paper. Give me that.
I hand it to Isolte.
I will. I forgot a word. In all 3 languages I speak.
Based? We've all forgotten how to speak.
I got that trouble, but I only speak English.
I speak 2 languages.
Describe the word. What does it look like?
Where did it touch you?
Describe the taste of this word.
Alright, I'm gonna keep it with me. Fucking Christ.
Okay.
Let's all just bully Isolte. Okay, so what we doing?
Is that it? Is there anything else we find in the room?
think so, unless anybody else wants to state something that they're doing differently or making another check of their own or yada yada. But I
I
think
want to
that's all
check
you
the
get.
fireplace if there's anything like different about what was burnt in there.
I'm gonna knock on the walls and see if any of them sound hollow.
I checked their mini fridge and drink all their alcohol because they probably didn't drink it, and that was already paid for.
Why would they have a fridge?
Mini fridge.
Why would a
in
fridge exist?
Rowan, to your dismay, you find no such thing. Roll me a sanity check. Raph, you knock on the walls to see if they're hollow. They don't seem hollow. Isolte, you investigate the fireplace. Give me a... How are you investigating this fireplace?
Very slowly moving pieces, trying not to disturb the ash as much. And after I move like the logs, I will try to like move the ash little by little, see what kind of remains in there.
Give me a wisdom or perception check.
That's a perception.
You'll notice that when you touch one of the burnt logs, it kind of has a sticky feeling to it. And as you do, you start to notice a bit of a flowery smell.
What kind of flower?
What kind of flower would this be? It's kind of sweet.
All right. Is there anything else?
Aside from that, no.
All right. Time to visit the florist, I guess. The ones growing marijuana, and we spent like 3 hours in there asking them questions.
Dude, weed.
Lamau.
Bro. God, I remember that. Remember, didn't we get a call from the org that was like, "You guys are retarded. Stop.
You're looking in the wrong spot or some shit.
Yes.
And I had to get you out of there.
We're powerful.
Honestly, running Delta Green's kind of hard. Not gonna lie.
Oh, how was your campaign?
Running Delta Green is kind of hard. I made the mistake of giving my friends the it's like something's axioms for agents, and it made them like ultra like systematic and paranoid about everything, which
Okay.
was kind of fine because I also kind of just threw a mix mash of every single session that I've played of that campaign, the Reverb Chicago episode. And I just threw in every aspect from every single version of that game that I played from every agent that I played that game with was like 4 different times. It was a bit of a mess. But you know what? In the end, it was fun. I don't know how you stop players from being ultra paranoid, though. Regardless. What are you going to do now? Or at least, what are your intentions? Because it is 1 minute from 11 o'clock.
I am going to look for the florists, or a florist around.
Alright, we're actually looking for a florist. Alright. Well, I guess that
Oh,
that is
before we wrap up,
yes.
has Raph said that it was sweet smelling?
What was?
Isolte would have to said it, not Raph.
Oh, so Rowan
Uh,
eats the ash,
Sir?
and then we end it.
Okay.
so,
Well.
what's in there?
Well, you're not dying if that's the question. It just tastes like ash
Okay,
with some
try
weird
this.
alternative additive added to it.
Try this sticky part in here. I point at the log.
It's just like a bit. Is it just for the fucking Isolte feeds fucking Rowan doll?
Things that
Weird
could kill
shit.
him. All right,
Well, she needs to
cliffhanger,
do a better
guys.
job.
Let's see what happens to Rowan next week. With his
Every
Does he
week.
die? Does he live?
his 3 HP, his Wolverine regeneration factor not working. You know, we get our first player death. Find out.
That was also another reason behind not going for the fight. I didn't want Rowan to die.
Yeah, okay, dude. What the fuck is an HP point?
What?
You already took 2 points of damage from the bar fight. All right. Experience. Session 13.
Experience. Rowan that sings. No, nothing else happens.
You guys discovered a lot of stuff,
The Sons of Aun.
but I mean, it's not really an experience gaining session. It's more like a a knowledge enrichment session.
We've been culturally enriched by the Kideni.
You have been.
I don't know, I was tempted to go for like the ready behind the door to just fucking slam the scythe into his face.
Well, you should have tried. You know how I run things. Obviously, would have went perfect.
Honestly, not worried about Evans, more worried about Chucklefuckle.
I'll give you all 50.
I don't know, should Syl and Rowan get a little bit of a bonus for actually finding out about what the whole thing is going on? That he actually hired people?
Yeah, you two.
Sons of Aun?
You two will get an extra 25.
Gee golly, mister, we're only a mile away from another level.
Well, I mean, hey, you guys chose this place.
Alright, I'm reading these axioms and I see why they are
To be fair, I was with Kaiman
Paranoid.
on going for the desert.
Yeah, the axioms were a mistake.
yeah, there should be no like mentions of hypergeometry or metaphysics in like a starting party at all.
Yeah.
They shouldn't know about that.
I didn't read through the entire thing. I thought, oh, this is kind of... I think this is a nice thing. It kind of sets the tone, and then I'm like, they went wild with like the paranoia.
Yeah.
Like the part of like only getting a car that's built before so and so year, so it doesn't have any computer
Yeah.
on board. That was too
I mean
much.
that one is you can get that one from like movies and stuff. I think Johnny
Movies
English
still
was
don't
it?
do that yet.
No, Johnny English. Johnny. There's some.
It's not as widespread.
Yeah, that's true.
Raph, you are like 6 points away from leveling.
We're almost there.
All right.
Yeah,
I'll
this thing is
eventually
asking
like.
Keep going.
I was gonna say I'll eventually figure out this scroll
and get like a fuck ton of XP.
I think if you actually figure out the
Oh yeah, what day is it?
you actually figure out the big scroll, I'm probably gonna give you like a handful of levels. It is the 28th. Not a single day has passed during this game. This session. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours have passed. It is still daytime. You can always take a trip back to Jinkai.
No, I'm meeting with the guy tomorrow.
Right. Well, you guys did a neat little amount of roleplay. Today was a Dumb and Dumber episode instead of Three Stooges or whatever Isolte is. Dr. House.
The smart one.
No.
Isolta's the Joker, baby.
Turkleton.
Fucking... Yeah, I was gonna say Turk. Turkleton.
Not upbeat enough.
Lord.
Well, at least we got to play, you know, because somebody actually went to sleep this time.
We made it.
I mean, now we have a way to wake me up, though.
True.
It's true. I can just call him.
Next week, we good to go? On the day of the 30th?
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. I think that's it. I'm gonna turn the stream off now.
All right.
We were actually racist on stream now.